Welcome to, well, you know what? Honestly, you already know. You always heard us talking, all that sort of stuff. Apparently, my production just decided, like, my PC decided to secretly route, like, it knew the juicy information you guys wanted to hear, so it secretly routed that through the, like, music channel, which is impossible. So, yeah, not sure what happened, but yeah, no, we are live. Welcome to a very special episode of Intel Live. We are hanging out with King. And we are hanging out with Vacation Alex. Look at he's like,
whoa!
Look how stoic he is. Apparently, you know what? Oh man, I need my height. My height.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, you didn't get the memo.
I have a height sweatshirt. I'm not wearing it, so I should have. You didn't send me the memo. Thanks, guys. Oh. You didn't send me the memo. I didn't even know. Whoa, it's just my screen's, my whole thing's moving. But yeah, no, stoked to have you here. For folks who don't know King, because we have another person here. Don't worry, Sarah, please say hi, because people are probably worried. Where's Sarah?
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so Sarah's here too. For people who don't know, King, why don't you just introduce yourself? So he's going to be on the show the entire time. In fact, we hired him as a professional gameplay expert for showing off today's game. But for people who don't know, say hi, King.
Hey, what's up, chat? This is King Perez. I do the global marketing for both iBuyPower and Hyte. I am a professional gacha gamer, and we are here today to play some Star Rail.
I like how you said, I'm a professional gacha gamer.
Yes.
So I have played a little bit of today's game. So so we're going to be playing Honkai Star Rail, and if you like anime, it's like playing like a never-ending anime episode. And like I tell you, like I got to the scene where your character's essentially born, and she's like talking to you like, you're gonna forget everything. Just remember, make decisions that make your heart happy. I was like, dude, this is anime through and through in like every way, shape, and form. So you guys are gonna see a lot of Honkai Star Rail, including some Candy Crush type gameplay, all that sort of stuff. And we are talking about it for a reason. We'll get to that a little bit later in the show. But I like to start things off with news, and luckily we're gonna have King and Alex basically joining us for the news section. Alex, why are you wearing the hat and the glasses? Because again, I'm sure people want to know what's going on with you as well.
Oh, I'm on vacation, but I couldn't let you guys go, so I still brought like my laptop, the camera. I was like, I gotta be with everybody else. I don't want to miss the show, so yeah, I'm on vacation right now. The hat, and I'm here with the family, but still want to come by and say hi and hang out with everybody for a couple hours.
Now, I do have to say, that's the thing about the Intel Live show, and Sarah would probably hopefully disagree with me on this, but I think doing the show, like when I'm on, like this show doesn't feel like work. This is a lot of fun. We get to hang out, just do whatever we want. No, sorry. I don't get to say we get to do whatever. We do within certain rules, but the thing is, it's usually just hanging out with friends and having a good time, so it doesn't really kind of feel like a job, if that makes sense. So it does fit the vacation vibes, does it not, Alex?
It does. It's completely does, and it's great. And I mean, we just get to talk about games, computer systems, and everything, and hang out with all of you guys. And we have King today, and I didn't want to miss him, so it's gonna be awesome.
Okay. Well, let's start with today's news. We'll kick it off from there. And then Sarah, before we go to that, Sarah, you are on the cusp of going on vacation. In fact, this is a very big weekend for you, is it not?
Yeah, we've got some birthday celebrations this weekend. I'm gonna go to the beach, so yeah, it's gonna be a good time. But I will be back in time for the first mod workshop.
Yes, we are doing. We'll show you guys some. I just hot off the press got a graphic for that. So mod workshop. We're starting out with a blackout performance build, thanks to Corsair and MSI. So we're going to be showing that off. So we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show as well. But Sarah and Alex, just so you know, are not going to the same beach. It's different beaches.
It's a different beach, yes.
They're not. They don't like each other that much. Like they vacation in different spots. That's true, right, you guys? Or did I not get invited?
No, distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? Little separation's okay.
That makes two of us, Robey.
Yeah, it's just neither you or I were invited to the beach, King. It's just a coincidence. Okay, kicking it off with news, dude. This one is weird. This is the strangest thing. And in fact, the concurrency on this is so ludicrous. Welcome to the next largest Steam craze. It's called Banana. I just want to get a raise of hands. Has anybody heard of this game? Like if you have heard of this game, please raise your hand. Anybody? No, King? Anybody? Anyone playing this?
I am getting the reveal right now.
Okay.
I am. Yeah. Go for
Alex, you haven't invested money? No, the banana, is it to scale? It is not to scale. I actually usually have bananas here on set, but I don't have one here. This game is like actually blowing up right now. It essentially is a gacha game in the fact that you go in, you get a loot crate, and then you get to open up a banana, and it gives you a Steam community picture of a banana. And these bananas have been able to be traded for as much as $1,400 if you get the crystal banana. So people have been doing this and making multiple accounts and basically just opening little capsules to get random bananas that they are now selling. And they're selling between, the average sale is about 2 cents, but it's going for as much as $1,400. And people are just clicking on the banana. That's really all it is. King, are you in?
That sounds a lot like what happened a few years ago with the whole NFT.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's exactly
Yeah,
what.
I can see that.
That is
I can see that
exactly what
vibe.
Sarah said. She was like, "Is this NFTs?" But the difference is that this one, unlike, so the thing that actually works for this, which is the part that didn't necessarily work for an NFT, because an NFT you could take a picture, right, and then all of a sudden you own the NFT as well, even though it's like not the official ownership. Unlike this one, because it actually exists as a Steam community item, there's no way to inject another item into the Steam community. So the thing is this one actually does have some scarcity that you can't get behind just by taking a picture. It is weird, I gotta admit. But the thing is people think of it as a legal way to just basically print money because people are buying these bananas in droves, which is actually
It's
pretty crazy.
It's called a bubble, but you know what we should do,
For
Robey?
sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there's a bubble for sure.
We should create the new version called croissants.
Croissants!
And, yes. Instead
New
of the
game
banana.
development started here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is
What
it.
do you guys think? Would you play croissants? That's the question.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. croissant.
Chocolate.
Chocolate
Okay, so not
croissants. I want
croissants,
croissants.
but chocolate we would in there.
I would roll for that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's funny. Discord's like, this is dumb. Most people are saying this is dumb. But I don't know what else. I don't know what else to basically add to that other than yeah, no. Now the other thing that we wanted to talk about here before we get into too much is there was recently some news that kind of came out and this is about Elden Ring and it being too hard. And I figured we have 3 capable gamers. And the thing is unlike probably before we played Elden Ring on the show, people may not have thought that about us, Alex. But not only did we in a week actually kill Moog and actually be able to play the DLC, we also dropped a boss that less than 12% of the Steam community has actually dropped, which is the Black Knight. So the question is, and we have Sergeant Nobody, who's a huge Elden Ring 2 player, is people are complaining it's too hard, and we've seen some people rage quit and stuff like that, and they're asking the developer. Now, actually, the games director has come on and said, look, if we don't want to make a game for everybody, that's not like the game design for Elden Ring. What are you guys' thoughts? I think you don't make it harder. I mean, you don't make it easier. I think that's just in the DNA of the game. And if you make a game for everyone, you kind of make a game for nobody. You know what I mean?
I agree. I hope they don't nerf it because like we were talking before, and I don't know if the mic was hot back then, but we were talking with King earlier. But it's like you're going into these type of games. They have a history of these type of games, especially from that publisher, being very challenging and difficult. So I mean, it's more of it's a badge. It's a badge that you wear with pride. Like, hey, I made it to this game. I was able to defeat this boss. I was able to finish this boss. I was able to make the DLC. You know, it's something that to wear with pride, and it should stay like that. I hope they don't nerf it because it kind of takes away a lot of the game. But I love how challenging it is. So I think that's the way to go. I don't know about you, King.
No, I agree. See, like it's Elden Ring's been out for a while, so you know exactly what you're buying. You know what you're signing up for, and you know you may not even end up beating the game, and that's okay, right? If you know exactly what you're signing up for, then I would just encourage people not to give up. There are guides you're still gonna find that enjoyment. It's still an open world game, so it's just go for it. You know, it's. I would encourage people not to try to get that game nerfed. Right, it's part of the challenge and part of that feeling of accomplishment is just getting past any boss, right? So yeah, I don't think any part of that game should change. I think it's great that it is a niche and it's a viral niche, and when you beat it, there's this insane sense of accomplishment that you will tell people that you do it, and it continues the message. So yeah. Go for it.
So I mean, like, it's one of those things. Like Taylor talks about, like, as this, and there's been. It's funny reading the Discord and obviously the regular chat. People are reacting in kind of the same breadth that people are reacting on social media. Some people are saying, hey, you should just have a story mode. Some people are saying, hey, you should have difficulty settings. Some people are saying get good. And then, you know, but a lot of people are basically. I think the thing about Elden Ring and kind of what Elden Ring suffered from a little bit with the DLC is that. People, when you first played Elden Ring 2 years ago, Elden Ring was actually really hard to get through, and then people built guides and bosses and all this other stuff, and they figured out how to kind of cheese everything. I think the thing is, when it brand new and came out again, that stuff wasn't there. I think it's just one of those things, like, if you feel like somebody who actually wants to take on that game and people blaze the trail to kind of make it easier for you by figuring out like how to use the in-game mechanics, which is what people have done for the OG Elden Ring, then that option still will be there. But I have to disagree. I don't think you do enjoy the story. I don't think you do difficulty settings. I think there is something very special about Elden Ring, and they want you to feel that sense of accomplishment, which is what you want. I mean, let's talk about this. Kai spent 100 hours and literally over 1,000 deaths. Like in his 99th hour, he called a therapist on session to get him through because he fought the last boss for 60 hours. And then he cried when he beat it. And he was like, this is the greatest game ever. There is no other game that I can think of that has that kind of reward. And I feel like, whether you like him or not, regardless, it kind of encapsulates what goes there. And that's just my kind of 2 cents. Now, I know this isn't for everybody, but I think the three of us here are saying, I don't feel like you change Elden Ring's DNA. You let Elden Ring be Elden Ring, and if it's not for you, then don't play it, right? Like, that's kind of the thing.
And please don't interrupt the vision, right? Like, that's the vision of the game design. That's the vision of the publisher behind it. It's like, if that's what they sought out to do, don't disturb that.
Yeah, and I have a link, and I'll put it up on social media a little bit. I've retweeted it. You guys should watch that video. I sent it to Alex. That guy went through every level of grief. Like, he broke down and cried on stream just because he was like, I don't even know what to do, like, to solve it. And you even saw me do that when I first started fighting Moog, and even the boss that I did, like, I just dropped Radavant, and like, it was like the whole thing of like trying to figure it out, but then the sense of accomplishment when you actually solve it is actually pretty amazing. So I promise. Go ahead, Alex.
Great. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when I just like you, when I dropped Moog with Omar as a because I phoned a friend, it was like, I wish I could have screamed loud, but it was 1 o'clock in the morning at my house, so I was like, I'll let it all in. But it was like so excited because it's a great thing. So yeah, I just like King said, just keep the DNA, keep everything. That's how the game is. That's the vision.
For sure. Well, I promised we wouldn't stick on that subject too much, but again, it's kind of like the everything that was kind of going on with the world right now. But now, I think one of the things that's super cool is that now that we're a week past some of that stuff, people are getting excited for new games, and now we have Honkai Star Rail and this big announcement that just happened with you guys, King, and that dropped this morning. So you want to give us like the 411 on what just kind of happened here?
Oh man, it's been so long. This was a kind of a dream goal for not only myself but the entire company. And then when I say that, it's iBuyPower and Hyte. This was a dream for us to even partner with Hoyoverse, let alone Star Rail at all. And so the news, if you guys are seeing that first time this morning, and I believe that came from the official Honkai Star Rail account, so that was awesome. That was literally like 20 minutes in our sound check. That just happened in the background, by the way. But they just officially announced us worldwide. It's a new partnership where we are able to build official PCs out of the Hyte Y70 Silver Wolf Edition. We, of course, strategically picked in the game that I play and know and love, right? This is my favorite game, actually, right? we picked Silverwolf because she is the gamer. She is the basically the existential person that we would love to have as a figurehead to launch a partnership with Hoyoverse in Star Rail. She's the gamer, hacker, Celeron hunter that we will back just as a brand in general. But with that, we designed a whole case around her. We designed a keycap set around her. I've made everybody really mad about the design because I went in there and micromanaged everything because I know exactly everything about this game. I took on the lead PM position. So if chat, if you hate something about it, that is absolutely my fault. Absolutely my fault. I poured over every single keycap. I think I went into zombie mode for 2 weeks just designing the keycaps alone. Every single detail of this case, I worked directly with my design team, and I think they're still mad at me, but that's okay. That's okay. We're here. It's launched. We get all that time to kind of make it back, but this is a passion project, not only for myself but the brand. So everyone at Hyte, everyone at iBuyPower, first time I will tell you this, but I thank everyone on my team for giving me the kind of support that we needed to launch this. Not only that, just huge special thanks to the Hoyoverse team. Those guys are great to work with. I cannot say anything about them that is negative. Every single night that we have been with them, and I've worked around the clock because they're in the Shanghai team. The Shanghai team's with me, but they have been so ultra responsive and supportive towards this partnership launch. I really can't thank them enough. So, but this is all new stuff. It launched as a pre-order today and kind of released yesterday via our channels and Intel, of course. But the official PR came out this morning, just again minutes before our own sound check. So the stuff that we're looking at is hot off the press, and so extremely proud for it. I hope everybody can support it. Hope that you guys find the passion not only very evident in how I'm talking about it, but if this is your cup of tea, I hope you loved it, what we've done here.
So people are saying, so just so you guys know, somebody said, Araxinus wrote me originally, obviously people know, like, Robey, when are we going to do a build in this case? This is not a case you can buy. This is you're buying a whole bundle with this one, right? Trust me, guys, don't worry. I already wrote Hefe and all those guys like, hey, and they're like, no, you have to buy the PC, Robey. You can't just go and build in the case.
No, it's gonna be a case too.
Oh, really? Okay, well then they were lying to me.
Yeah. It's a joint release for Hyte worldwide case components.
Okay.
And a system at the same time, which is also a world's first for iBuyPower. By the way, iBuyPower has not ever been able to pre-order release a system to be on the same timeline as Hyte. So again, I've made many people mad, and therefore my begging for forgiveness is after the fact. And I love the team that we have over there, and I apologize, of course, but thank you so much for supporting the launch of both the system and the case.
Well, I have to say, just looking at this right now, you guys did a good job. The case, like having played, so I've played about an hour and a half, guys. I'm by far no way am I a true Honkai Star Rail like aficionado, but it was actually pretty cool to just click starting right from the beginning, because Silver Fox you meet very beginning of the game, right? Like she's part of the team. Her are waking you up, and the case looks incredible, right? Like all in all, there's a lot of fun, not just in getting the case, not in just getting the case or getting the build from iBuyPower, but if you wanted to do a custom build around this, lots of opportunities to do stuff with parts and stuff like that too. But King, you did a really good job here. Like this looks really good. It does.
It's nuts.
We have a question from the chat about the bomber jacket that comes with it. Did you
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. So the bomber jacket, that's an exclusive that will come with a system only. So it's funny because like between the two things, like we are giving you a super hard choice, right? It's like, do you get the case only, right? And that'll come with the little curio extra keychain that we have, or do you get the system knowing that later on that you'll have to fulfill it because you have a pre-order deposit, but that comes with a really sick bomber jacket. So we're really like, you know, in choice territory zone where you want to put that $299. But the bomber jacket is amazing. We collabed directly with Mrage there to include a limited Silver Wolf edition bomber jacket with Mrage, who will also be part of our booth at Anime Expo.
Wow.
Why are you playing with my feelings like that, King?
Dude, I
We
kind
had
of
to.
want to buy one. Like,
We
just
kind of
Yeah,
had to.
exactly.
Yeah, we kind of had to play with your feelings.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely doing that. Thank you. I appreciate that tremendously. We have some of the, like, just the cool thing is that King actually gave me like a full like drop box full of just a bunch of the special stuff that kind of comes through this. So we're just kind of going through this. So these look like, so we're showing you right here, and you can kind of, I don't know if you can see these. What are these right here?
So each case comes with fan shrouds to kind of match the aesthetic, right? So we wanted to add in a lot of cool little bonuses and Easter eggs, and we figured those are some of her abilities. Like there's the allow changes.
Yep.
The wolf icon is definitely hers. The game controller is a throw to her being a gamer. And so we picked these iconic things that are literally skills in the game, and I can show you that, right? So I've lived in like her profile as a character building this, and I'm like, no, I want that, right? I want that in this package. So poured over so much detail of the game, and then we were like, we can't restrict airflow too much, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, so there's parts of this stuff where I'm like, oh, that's a nice one, but we should probably pick this one because we'd kind of be gimping like 50% of the airflow of whatever fan is in front. So, but that was there. Then there's that box that's a little bit longer. That's the keycap box. That's just a render as well because I chose to double the amount of keycaps to be included in this keycap set. We haven't sold a set of keycaps this large in quantity ever, but there's so much detail, and the fact that we picked a gradient makes it even more complicated.
Right.
Like I said, I'm gonna apologize 3 times, but we went through every single variation of the world's compatibility of keycap sets to make this worldwide 5 different regions, you know, ANSI ISO capable in every single color that you can switch out the bottom row, the top row. I mean, it is insane. It's insane. There's 252 keycaps. What would you do with that much? Yeah.
And don't worry, guys. I'll find a picture of the jacket for sure. And then this is one of the things that you actually get if you get the case. The case. This is the thing that comes with the case. Yeah.
Yeah, and we put a limited amount of these into the system sales as well.
Okay.
If you wanted to see the jacket, it's on the RDY page. If you scroll down to the...
I'll show that now. Hold on, guys. I'll bring it up.
The Stellaron Hunter's upgrade.
Okay, I will find it on the page.
Dude, great job, man. Great attention to detail. Love of the stuff you get. You can tell you really put your heart and soul in days, and there were long or short nights, depending how you want to see it.
There it is.
No, only long nights. There were definitely no short nights.
And here it is. Here's the bomber jacket, guys. There it is right there. So it's actually a pretty rad jacket. So there's your free pre-order bonus. You can throw your Stellaron Hunter, which that's the whole thing you're trying to find at the very beginning when the spaceship is the space station is being invaded. You get your Stellaron, and then you get turned into a character or whatever it was. Again, this is the limited depth of my knowledge, having played as much as I have of the game at this point in time. So, but there's the bomber jacket.
Yeah, Mrage, thank you, Mrage. They're our apparel partner of ours that hooked us up with this, and they said, you know what, we want to be a part of your campaign. Like, throw these in if someone buys a PC. I'm like, that is awesome. And that's an iBuyPower exclusive. So, yeah, if I were to put my other hat on, I'd be like, well, sorry, Hyte, you don't get a jacket, but you do get a keychain.
You know what, King? Actually, all your swag and all the stuff that you guys made, especially like for Hyte, it is the bomb. Like you get, like I think the hoodie that's in your chair.
Yeah,
I love it. Like every time that you guys like all the stuff, everything you guys have, all the swag it's amazing. I love it. It's so great quality. It's amazing.
Thank
And
you,
it
thank
looks
you.
like we have some-
I feel like I now owe you some because you've loved it so much. So I see what's
It is.
going
I mean,
on here.
They're not wrong. We love it when they send us the care packages with all this stuff, which is always a lot of fun. And then what we have here is and then you have some more keycap images here. This looks like a smaller box.
No. So that's a large box. That is
Oh.
actually
This
how
is
the
box
PC
that it
ships
comes
in.
with.
Yes,
Oh,
it
wow.
comes in looking like a little Game Boy.
Oh wow!
That is
Right?
awesome.
See what I mean? So much detail, so much. Like
You know?
we encourage you to collect everything that comes with it, including the box. I mean, we'll also never tell you to throw it away because if something's wrong with it, please keep it. Right, but
Not that
You know.
anything's ever wrong with them, but odds are that stuff. Sometimes things happen, right?
yeah.
But wow, what a great box! It is. It's a really nice box. And then we have some more keycap kind of images here. The arrow keys.
So much.
Yeah, there's so much.
so much
yeah,
going
the user
on.
band. And then this is the key, the actual little keychain. But yeah, wow, look at there's a great shot of all the keycaps on a keyboard. That gradient is actually pretty fire, I have to say.
Yeah. Thank you. I had to direct it in a way
Wow.
that I know I would throw down for this like 5 times over. So yeah.
And then I think we're gonna get into this is the mouse pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. It's called You Lose, Try Again. It's literally the title of the mouse pad. It's called You Lose, Try Again.
Which is awesome. I mean, look at the colors. And then now here's some just great shots of the case itself. I mean, just giving you guys some good views here. Great cable management, by the way. I love what they did with the EPS panel there. Sorry, these are the things I noticed.
Oh, people ask us, they're like, why didn't you make this a touch? And I'm like, nobody said you couldn't.
Yeah,
So
you can just
you
get
could
you can
swap.
get the
Exactly.
Infinity panel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so let me ask you this. Do you guys have a background if you were to get an Infinity panel for it?
I can't confirm or deny that we may explore a theme or so in the Hyte Nexus software. But I will say that did remind me on the iBuyPower side, when you buy a system, we have an exclusive desktop wallpaper.
Okay.
That is shipping with the systems that is a Stellaron Hunters theme.
And there you guys go. You can
Can't
see.
show it yet, but yes, it's there.
And then here's just some setup pictures and all that sort of stuff. And I mean, dude, it's a great looking system. That is super cool.
I can't forget to thank you guys for the support too. So Intel has been with us since day one about this project. This is an Intel-based system. It will come out. We're looking at Q4 2024. You guys are our partner for this, so we will be doing some amazing things and continuing that messaging for all those months in between, and make sure people get updated on when they pre-order and get kind of notifications on what comes next. We might even throw in some surprises along the way. So.
Yeah. So and then somebody asked, did they say price? Right now we just have the pre-order cost, right?
Yeah. So as configured, which I can't promise stays this way, right? Because in Q4, there may be shifts of what we want to do or update for latest and greatest across the board, right? So on the components, but right now the price is $22.99.
Okay. And then first 100, which is not done yet. You could still get a chance. First 100 though, bomber jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And then unless you are personal friends with King, and then you get one in, which is nobody.
I feel like
here on
that's
the show.
another throw to a hint that is coming. You also get a surprise wearable. I cannot tell you what you guys get yet, but it is a surprise wearable with that first 100.
So this says right here, the full combo, you get the Y70 Silverworth limited edition case bundle. You get the signature Silverworth 360-degree digital Ether network case customization with lavender. Is that Aether or Ether?
Ether?
Okay,
Ether
I did
editing?
say it right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I didn't want to mess it up. We have loud changes. You can do custom backlit power button switch, Star Hunt game, Silver Wolf, Chibi graffiti sticker artwork. You got an individually numbered one case badge.
Oh, that's right. The if you see her trailer, and I don't know if we'll get around to be playing.
We'll play
the
that after
product
this. Yeah, sure.
In the game itself, she is a wanted kind of bounty person, and her bounty starts at 5.1 billion. So we went ahead and took that badge and put that on the back of the case. And every time someone takes a case, whether it's a system or RDY, it goes up 1. So she only gets more wanted, and the bounty goes up every time someone collects the case, if that makes sense.
That's
So like,
brilliant.
so edition number
brilliant.
1, if you're the lucky number 1 edition, you will have 5.1 billion in 1.
Okay, there you go. So if you get, so because I pre-ordered it when you guys were talking, then I get number 1. That's what you're saying.
Right. Right. Yes.
And then you also get accessory box, you get the PC case packaging and so many true to lore details, exclusive iBuyPower Stellar and Hunter desktop wallpaper pack, and you get a free hug from King. And that's not on here, but
I'll give all
that's
those
without
100
saying.
people free hugs. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. You're coming to Anime Expo, I will give you that hug.
Free hugs.
You show me that order confirmation, you get hugs.
You get free hugs because this is a passion project from King himself. Okay, so let's watch. We're gonna take a look here. We do have the little trailer with some audio and stuff like that. So let's give this a gander and just enjoy this for a minute, and then we'll be right back. Here we go.
As for missions, I can do this in my sleep. Whatever. Let's get this over with. Wanna beat me? Come back in a century.
You're going through some PTSD as you watch this.
And there we go.
Love it.
So it came out, I mean, like, again, beautiful looking case. You can pre-order now, just announced. If you want to get all the awesome goodies with the bomber jacket, basically hug from King, and all that sort of stuff, you essentially need to get on it. Now, one of the things we wanted to take advantage of, because we have you here, let's say, for instance, you were like, Robey, I do want to do the case, and like just the case, because I have my ideas for my customizations. One of the things we wanted to chat with, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of have you on the show at the same time, which you're here, King, which is like, what are some of the things that I consider if I'm looking at doing an upgrade? Just because I want this case, but I may have an older, Intel, a 486 SX, 16 or something like that, which at that point in time, there's much bigger problems. But like, you have an older system. What are some of the things I would consider when I think about going from one case, like an older PC case, to something like a Hyte Y70? And so we wanted to talk, first and foremost, we want to kind of talk about, like, when we think about the range of CPUs, Alex, we can talk about the Core i7-14700K, which is kind of like that sweet spot kind of system, which I mean, again, that's a great processor to pair with the Hyte Y70. So tell us a little bit about that CPU, Mr. Alex.
Yes, sir. So the Core i7 or the 14700K or KF or just the 14700, it's a great processor. Specifically, we'll be talking about the 14700K. It has P cores, it has E cores. Actually, the E core went from 8 to 12, from 8 cores to 12 cores. So now you have actually more E cores and more multi-thread capabilities. That's why this is kind of a sweet spot, because you have the 8 P cores for whatever you need to for heavy lifting, and the E cores for the multi-thread. So if you are a gamer and also a content creator, or has a lot of things that run in the background, or a lot of multi-thread processor work, this guy is right there. As in, it's kind of that sweet spot between not the top of the line, and you got all these amazing things. It's not that far from the i9, and it's a great price, and has a lot of different things to it. So it's good. And also, I think, Robey, we talked about this before. Even to cool it, you don't have to go too crazy when it comes to keeping it cool. So it's a great processor.
For sure. And that's the thing that's actually really nice. And again, Hyte's actually got, like, when we think about cooling options, let's talk a little bit about cooling options, because again, when you think about looking at cases, and a lot of times when you're coming from smaller cases, you might be limited from like a 240 millimeter AIO, but the Hyte Y70, you actually have a number of options. Kings, you want to talk a little bit about the cooling potential you have in like a case like the one that you might get, the Silver Fox Y70?
Yeah, so the Y70, of course, is a spiritual successor and the best upgrade that you could get from a Y60. Y60 kind of limited us with the GPU sizes. We didn't know that we would go into triple slot GPUs that fast when we did the Y60, and so the biggest kind of performance holding that back was airflow. And so with the Y70, we took everything that we learned from the Y60, we took everything that we learned from the Y40, which upgraded our PCI slots from 3 to 4, and put that into a chassis that we've modernized. Everything about that chassis has actually been upgraded. So the ventilation, the like how you would do the vertical GPU. We considered in building the Y70 series what we would do when we ventured into liquid cooling. So you'll see things like the Q series come into play very strongly paired with the Y70. And if we really wanted to go there, then I believe we've built the best liquid cooler on the planet. And you could take us to the benchmarks for that, right? So we currently have the Q60 and the Q60 thick. That is like a really, really, really strong performing cooler, if not the best, again, performing cooler on the planet. And then it just, the whole aesthetic of having the Q60 and the Nexus ecosystem line of our products just mesh well together. So when you're upgrading into just the Y series chassis at all, we believe that the consumer is really considering what is on their desktop, that you're modernizing the look of whatever it is that you are trying to build. And we think we've tapped into that kind of new aesthetic. And so there's a blend here where we're matching aesthetic and performance in a chassis that we would design for ourselves. And we took a chance at that corner, right? That was the design language that started off with Y60. And then we continued to build on it. So we know its strengths. We know what people wanted. We built this chassis for Instagram, and we were like, you know what, these people, that's what's going to drive us. And then yeah, we threw in more features and upgrades like the Touch Infinite panel. I'm using one right now. I know you don't see that, but like I do all my volume controls all the time on just this panel. I don't even go into my system dock anymore. I just do volume up and down. I control all of my app volume here. I literally press play forward back on Spotify on my panel. I don't even use the natural app anymore. It's kind of nuts. So what this has given me with the ability of just like simplifying what I do on my daily, I don't know, I can never trade that in. And you know, that might sound ultra shilly, but I love our case. I love what we're building here. We will only build something that we know and love and like has become a tool for us to simplify the day-to-day.
That's awesome. Yeah. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, you cannot be a shill. That's your baby, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That is blood, sweat, and tears. So that's not a way. Yeah.
That's like saying your kid ugly.
It's a great case.
Like it's not ugly.
Regardless. Yeah, it's just it was a dream for us to not only make this, but like I use it because it's quite literally making my life easier to have the touch panel right here. I've eliminated monitors from my desktop because more and more I have it just feels like clutter. But if I could reduce it down to a meaningful panel that's right there that just has everything that I know I would use, why do I need to have, you know, more than 2 monitors? Just doesn't make sense. So
for sure. Yeah. And I think one of the things that's actually really cool when you think about upgrading a system like to a Hyte Y70 or a Hyte Y70 Touch, because a couple things that people have brought up. Number one, somebody said, I can't afford a Y70 Touch. You don't have to buy a Y70 Touch off the bat. You can actually buy a Y70, and then when you have the money, you can actually buy the screen later on. Very, very easy upgrade. So they've actually even made that more entry level as well. Alex, one of the things that kind of comes up there is, say for instance, you have like an older Intel system and people have been, sorry, before I get to that, Y70, people said, hey, how is it going to be for future-proof like your 5000 series NVIDIA or your next Intel CPU? And like I can answer that as somebody who's built 25 systems inside of the Y70. Guys, you don't have anything to necessarily worry about there, right? The good thing about when they went from the Y60 to the Y70 is they created a lot of room in the front there for airflow. That bottom chamber does a really great job of basically getting direct airflow to your GPU. And then with the 360, whether you do the thick Q60 or if you were to do another 360 millimeter AIO, you get direct airflow from the top and even from the side, depending on which fans you use. So guys, you're gonna be good to go if you were to move to a Y70 for something that might be future for sure. Alex, bottlenecks. Let's talk a little bit about bottlenecks. Say for instance, you're coming from an older CPU and you have to choose between older CPU and GPU, what are some of the things that you think through when you think about upgrading your hardware?
Yeah, so when you're looking at CPU and GPU, I mean, you got to see. Well, I guess one thing that you have done this before, Robey, is you actually go and change the resolution of your screen, trying to see what you get on your frames per second. So that will definitely let you know what is going to be your bottleneck. So, for example, if you try to max on your like, the one way is to hack up your resolution. So, for example, try to play at 4K, and then you see your frames per second are doing so well, then you know that your GPU is the one that's being driving you back. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind, right? You want to see what the balance. Also look at the memory, because memory would actually also influence not only your gaming but also other performance when it comes to other types of workloads. But one thing that actually you want to do when you're looking at you upgrade your system is, if you still have a hard drive or a hard drive, then you definitely want to switch over to an SSD, because that is like having a completely new computer going from a hard drive to an SSD. And even depending on the SSD, if you have a SATA SSD, you definitely want to move from a SATA SSD to a PCIe SSD, because that makes a huge difference when it comes to performance, loading games, and everything else. So there's different things that you want to look at it. Also, you want to look at your budget, see what it is. But keep those different things in mind when it comes to those bottlenecks.
Yeah. So again, it's like it really comes down to, and that's I think the kind of the short of what Alex is getting to is you got to see where the applications you use are like least performant. If you're playing a lot of like Valorant or whatever it was, and you're playing at 1080p, CPU is going to be way more important, and that's where you see your bottleneck. If you're playing games like Honkai Star Rail, believe it or not, these are actually very beautiful games that don't take a lot of demand in terms of running. They're still like, and again, so that's where he's kind of telling you is like, you got to look at the application specifically to kind of determine where you're going to have any bottlenecks. Now, the one thing is that you do, one thing that I love that Alex said that's actually super important when you think about jumping up from like something like you're buying a system, you're like, oh, I'm going to jump up to like a 14.7, and I may have had a 12th or 11th or even a 7th or 8th gen. Remember, then you might have to make sure that you have DDR4 memory or DDR5 memory, depending on how much your budget and what you can actually save, or what you're actually going to be able to spend when you upgrade to a system like this. And then I'm going to say something that's kind of gonna hurt King a little bit. But there might be people who are like, well, Robey, what if I don't want a Honkai Star Rail, height system, and I want to get some of these new colors? Are there some new colors that are available, or is it just white and black? And believe it or not, guys, they did just announce as well some brand new colors for the Hyte Y70, and these are the milky ones, right?
That purple
yes,
is
sir.
my favorite one.
What we did here is it's funny. We love boba. Okay, like I'm just gonna throw it out there. Hyte is powered by boba, but in the case of these milky series, we were like, okay, what's like everybody's favorite boba? And so we went like taro, strawberry milk. Like we actually were like, no, let's pick our boba first, then we'll do the colors. And it's like, really? And so we did that, and we're like, you know what? Like, we'll name them this way. And so you'll have the strawberry milk, you'll have the taro milk, and then you'll have the blueberry milk. And we don't say milk tea, right? But it's definitely infused, in the culture of the company and loving boba. So
one question that came up though, King, is if you're lactose intolerant, will this be an issue?
It won't, thank goodness, unless you are trying to eat the Y70. Then you'd have other issues. I'd say, harsh digestive issues biting into one of these. But they do look that juicy, though, right? They do look really tasty.
They do look lickable.
Yeah, they look tasty. And if you were there at Computex, we showcased them there for the first time. Oh man, people gravitate to the strawberry, but it's like the pink case that you wish you always had, that anyone ever made, because it's all pink. It's actually all pink. And that was the best feedback that we had, was like, oh, you guys went all the way. Like, you could tear off all the panels and be like, oh, that's pink. Oh, that's also pink. Everything about the Milky series is actually color matched. And so for those people who are like, nah, I kind of wish that case had like, there's no question here that you actually get an all pink PC.
So
We had
just
vendors
so you know,
coming-
King, I promised some folks that I would make these requests because they knew we were talking about this today. So Brett from UFD Tech would like the blueberry milk. Gina Darling,
I knew
said
this
that
was
she
a
wants
setup.
the pink.
I knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gina Darling wants the pink. I would like the purple, please.
Got it.
So the tarot. And then I don't know, Alex and Sarah, do you guys want to throw your requests in there? I'm just saying these people, like Gina came in.
Now's your time.
She came in to my stream and just put in all caps, Robey, tell Hyte I want the pink. And she's like, oh, I will come to your house and murder you, which wasn't nice. I was a little worried about that, but the point is,
Ooh.
she really wants the pink. And then UFD was just saying, which Brett is awesome. He deserves what he needs his blueberry
he
milk.
does.
Sarah,
Love
where
that.
are you at on colors here? Where are we sitting?
Oh, the blueberry milk for sure.
Okay, blueberry
Yeah.
milk first. So Sarah's the blueberry milk. What about you, Alex?
I like the blueberry and the poets ones, the taro, please.
Oh,
Yeah,
so,
Depo,
so-
I see
so
you.
he's-
I see you, Depo. I see what you're asking for.
So
The funny
Depo,
thing is, your name on my screen is actually purple too. So the fact that
I
you
know,
say that,
mine too.
yeah, it's like you knew
So there
it.
you go. We're getting a couple TechTuber and some requests from the team. So just so you know, King, you have some people who need some samples here pretty soon if we're gonna get that done. And by the way, I mean it just goes so perfectly. Because we just announced Mod Workshop, and so this might be something that we could maybe
was a
throw on Mod
setup.
Workshop at some point in
Yeah,
time.
absolute setup. I love it. There is a cool thing that I would love to throw for the blueberry lovers. The coolest feedback that we had at Computex was people were like, "Wait, this is like the Ford GT, like blue, orange." I'm like, "Ooh, I see where you're going." Right? There's like a really race car, supercar kind of aesthetic that people were like, wait, what's orange? And it's like, why? Oh, because I could do this with the blueberry. So I'm like, ooh, there are a lot of like car aficionados that kind of gravitated to that blueberry color. 100%.
Yes. Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, I just think it's one of those things that you guys, I have to agree that you guys have done a really good job of making the case uniform. So in terms of designing around it, it becomes a whole lot easier, right? So like a lot of times you can look at cases like your ASRock, your Live Edge motherboard with that taro board, or even with the purple, with the blueberry milk, or with the taro milk. You can like really start looking at it, and it makes it a whole lot easier to plan versus a lot of times you'll look and you'll be like, it's not solid, so I don't know how this is gonna mix with the random white thing it's in there or black thing it's in there or whatever it is, right? So I do actually really appreciate that. Which takes me to this little bit of news, which actually has nothing to do with anything but Intel. But guys, maybe at some point in time we'll get to do one of the milky cases on the brand new return of Intel Mod Workshop. Guys, it is all building all the time. First episode July 2nd from 3 to 6 p.m. We are going to be giving away the system you're seeing here thanks to Corsair and MSI, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. But the reason I'm showing this in front of King is just saying. We have this show where we build PCs. You got some great cases that we could absolutely do some builds in, and we would actually love to see it in the show. Anything else I'm missing there, Sarah, when we talked at Mod Workshop? I feel like I tied it in really well.
I did. It was seamless transition there, Robey.
Absolute cinema transition.
No. She's like,
All right. It was good. Perfect.
She's like, perfect. You're good. Awesome.
I would love one last maybe community check here is you guys want us to bring some of these on the iBuyPower configurator, right? Do you want us to bring some of these? Like,
Yes,
I would love to kind of get feedback on that. It is still early in the production, but would love to see if people want to just have these included in the iBuyPower configurator. We haven't gone through it in a minute, but we won't let you make mistakes. So there's that. And if you're looking to build a PC with us on iBuyPower.com, we'd love the feedback that you guys have, because you can always pull a few favors, get some cases over from the Hyte side, put them in our configurator, and do some special builds for you guys.
Hey King, there's a suggestion here of making the screws black so they look like Boba Barrels inside of the
Boba Bureau?
Have you seen the PC that actually has boba in it? Like they use like a special plastic so it doesn't get it doesn't get.
The one from Christina?
Oh,
Or-
Christina. Yeah, Christina
Yeah.
had one. Yeah.
And it's funny, somebody had actually brought up, there, like, what about custom water cooling inside of Hyte? In fact, we actually have done a beautiful custom water cooled loop inside of the Hyte Y60. I know tons of people who've done them inside of the Y70, so you can absolutely do, and in fact, Peachy Tech, which you guys have, I know you guys, I don't know if you,
Love
have you met
Peachy
her?
Tech.
Yeah, so Peachy Tech,
Yep.
she actually did a boba-inspired water cooled system, so could we see a boba water-cooled build in one of these milky builds? I don't know. It feels like a challenge that we
It
could,
feels
we
like
could throw
it
out
needs
there
to
if
happen. Like it
somebody's,
feels like it's either we're gonna do one or we're gonna let some other people do them. But like it has to happen if
it
we're.
has to happen.
You know, I just told everybody that we're powered on boba. So if somebody kind of, you know,
It feels like an
that edge.
opportunity to potentially get a bomber jacket, a hug, stay the night at King's house. I mean, like, there's
Right.
a lot of things that you could unlock with this.
free
going
hugs and
through there.
boba. Free hugs and boba. Yes.
Free hugs and boba. That's as far as it goes. Okay, so before we jump into playing some Honkai Star Rail, I thought it would actually be kind of cool because we did come off of Computex, which was one of the biggest tech shows here in the world. And you guys actually had a number of things that you guys had talked about at Computex. So I know we've talked about the brand new cases. We showed the Honkai Star Rail Silver Fox case collaboration today. But what are some of the other things? Because we're showing here, like, the fact that you actually now have a 360 millimeter version. Like, what are some of the other things you guys talked about at Computex, King?
Yeah, so we are kind of full court pressing this premise of creating the Nexus ecosystem line of our products. And this is really thoughtful software that powers very, very essential hardware. So essentially what you're gonna see is us making sure that we eliminate the complexity, making sure that we eliminate the questions of people having to do a very difficult build. And what I mean by that is the connectivity of the Nexus ecosystem is ultra simplified, because building a computer should not be difficult, even for experienced builders. Why would you make it more cumbersome or difficult?
Yep.
And so simplifying that for everyone should be kind of the goal of the industry, is to make the barrier of entry not as high. I'd say it still is adult Legos, but it shouldn't feel like more of a challenge than it needs to be. With the Nexus powered the ecosystem here, everything can be daisy chained. You're looking at the Q80, which is not out yet, but it was debuted. The prototypes were debuted at Computex. You could daisy chain like 18 devices per channel. I don't know what you would do with that many devices, but every one of these,
That's a lot of work.
every one
You-
of
you
these
wait and see.
coolers can quite literally daisy chain fan after fan after fan after light noodle after fan after light noodle, right? And it keep going until 18 devices per channel are filled up. Why would you do that? I don't know, but wouldn't you rather have it than need it and not have it, right?
Right.
So
Right.
we're giving people that kind of flexibility to be as clean as possible, cut down that cable management, top it all off with really, 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 really great performance, and I would say even the best performance. I think we are touting that. I think we are up for that challenge. We want people to take on the Q80 because we already know the Q60 is the best cooler. So I just can't wait to see what happens with the next generation of the Q80. Because tacking on that thick radiator and the fans that we've developed specifically for the Q80, yeah, I'd say just watch out for what happens next.
And we have our review of the Q60 coming out pretty soon. We've done our testing of it, like, very impressive in terms of what you're able to get with a 240 millimeter AIO. But to do the same thing with a 360, you know what I mean? Just that thicker radiator, specifically those fans. And the other thing too is, like, honestly, the actual display itself, at least on the Q80, I mean, that's like that's an Android level display,
It is.
right? Like, the
Yeah, it's
amount of
powered by its
customization
own
and
Android
stuff.
OS.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, and so it's not using system resources, and that was a big deal for us,
Yep.
right? Because if we're going to add more features, if we're going to have more methods of user customization, we're trying not to tax you on that, right? You have enough to deal with whatever you want to do in your workflow, or you want to game, but we're trying not to do that. And so the Q80 and the Q line of products in itself is, in a way, trying to be as self-sufficient as possible.
And I think, Alex, you would even say, like, when we have tools like this, when you look at things like the Nexus software and all that sort of stuff, this is where it makes it easier for companies like Intel because, you know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't know how to cool, or I don't know how to set this up. But this makes PC DIY way more approachable, wouldn't you say?
I completely agree. I love the whole thing, especially that you guys take into consideration that it doesn't take away resources, because a lot of the things that you see from other products is that it will be running on your system, which is fine, but it'll be taking some resources away. I mean, if you have a beefy computer or you have a computer, you should be able to handle it. But you know, if you're picky about it, then yeah, it's really nice that this runs off of it. So I really like it. So it's pretty impressive. Good job, King.
Good job.
No, I got to give it up to our product team.
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't interviewed him yet, I think Rob Teller might be another person that you might want to peg down for something. But you know, he's kind of the visionary behind a lot of these products, and you know, we're here to help him kind of push that envelope. So.
And I mean, again, I think we're just that was like more of a hint to to Sarah right there to make sure that we. That she's like, hey, we have more guests that we can always bring on. And sorry, guys, I meant to say Silver Wolf Edition. I don't know what I said. I might have said I mean, I'm sorry. There's a lot sometimes mentally going on, so if I mispronounce the name, it is a complete apology. Silver Wolf Edition. And so sorry about that. Now, there is something going on that's actually pretty big that you guys are going to be heading to right now, which is where you can go to get hugs. And that is the Anime Expo, which is happening in Los Angeles, California. This is happening over July 4th weekend, July 4th through the 7th. And you guys are going to be on site, am I right?
Yes. So a bit of a flex here, but in the entertainment hall, iBuyPower has like the second largest booth. Like it's huge.
Nice.
This year we have a 70 by 45.
Wow.
It's absolutely tearing my hair out. And a few other people. Like I said, the mad energy hasn't stopped. But it's going to be our biggest showcase yet. We have an exclusive little village. I've quartered everything, and I've called them like Village 1, Village 2, Village 3, right? Because it's just such a large space that all the section leads have to be self-sustainable. One of the sections is going to be an exclusive Honkai Star Rail, iBuyPower, Intel, Asus related experience called the Stellaron Hunter's Den.
Wow. Okay.
And this will be a launch of the physical version of this case, because that hasn't been out on the wild, and not officially out on the wild, but the attendees and all the viewers and the fans are able to kind of experience it. And again, it's all in partnership with you guys. A lot of good support from you guys. Cannot wait to have you guys there. I know Intel's doing some crazy giveaways on site. So if you are coming to Anime Expo and you're a fan of what we do, and you want to see some really, really amazing and interesting things and come home with some swag, we highly encourage you to come out. We are in Entertainment Hall booth number 40 and 45, and you will be you will know exactly what that experience looks
really
like. I wish I had a screenshot. I wish I had a screenshot of the booth, but I also don't want to spoil it.
So what you're saying is you can't miss it.
You can't miss it. You really can't.
And unfortunately, because Alex was on vacation, he was supposed to go and be the Silver Wolf cosplay.
Exactly.
Was unable to. Due to other prior commitments, Alex was unable to attend. So if you're looking for that Silver Wolf cosplay in the future, we may see it at some point in time with Alex. Am I right, Alex? You made King sad.
Well, if he wants that bomber jacket, he kind of has to.
Okay, so we'll have
You
to
gotta
figure out
work for it,
something.
Alex.
But I am glad that King's going to be there giving hugs to everybody for free. Do you have your schedule of from what time to what time we're going to be in the booth for the free hugs?
For my hugs? Okay, so the only day I can't go is Friday.
Okay.
So I will be there every single day of the week, actually, starting the setup on Monday. But I'll be there every single day, except for Friday. So no hugs on Friday. But I'll be there every single week, or every single day of that week. And then we do have a Silver Wolf cosplayer. Unfortunately, it's not Alex. Okay. But we do have a Silver Wolf cosplayer. She's going to be great. She's going to be our ambassador the entire time. She may pull off a couple tricks. She may hack into some systems, as she would. And if you meet her in person, she'll be great. She'll be handing out stuff. She'll be interacting with the community there. and truly personifying the experience. So this is in partnership with Honkai Star Rail, who is also in the same hall with us. So there is going to be a lot of crosstalk, a lot of activity with their voice actors, their cosplayers.
That's awesome.
That will be an exclusive experience found in the iBuyPower booth.
Yeah,
And for those that can't make it,
okay.
King, where can they tune in for all the updates?
I sincerely hope you follow us on Twitter. I think you should both follow Intel, of course, Intel Gaming, iBuyPower on all our channels. We will be doing giveaways online if you cannot make it, and I'm sure we will signal boost each other all the way throughout the week. A lot of content will be coming out of that specific Stellaron Hunter's Den that will be coming out from both of us, both iBuyPower and Intel.
And I just want to do an update before we start going into gaming here in a minute. We are still giving away, guys, your chance. And luckily, I have them both here in my hands. Your chance to win a Chippy and a Peepo are still going on, right? So I have them right here ready to go. And so if you guys want to go ahead and do that, we're giving away on the Intel Twitch and on Discord still, right? Sarah, how many do we have left?
Mm-hmm. We haven't started yet.
Oh, we haven't started.
I was waiting for gameplay, so
okay.
I think King has to, we're gonna watch him play, and when we hit some major moments, kind of like we've done in previous weeks, then I think that's when we're gonna have some drops.
Okay, so to be clear, when Sarah says major moments, she started giving away the claw because she was worried that a major moment wasn't going to happen without Alex.
I was. I was losing a little bit of faith.
She was losing some faith in.
You pulled it out though.
In our team, but we pulled it. Yeah, we did. It was another winner chicken dinner, another Helldivers 2. Yeah, so like, luckily, I think we have, Alex. Every time we've been asked, I don't think there has been a moment yet that we have been asked and we haven't delivered.
Exactly, we've delivered even with Elden Ring. And Civilization. And
that's right, and Civilization. That's right. So we've definitely got our. We should start getting. I'm gonna start getting us like ribbons. You know what I mean? So like it's for these different campaigns, and they're like specially designed, so we can sit there and be like, Sarah, what do you mean we were let down? Right? Like check out our ribbons.
Oh,
you know
lapel. I mean? Oh, I was thinking you wanted those little trophies.
Oh yeah, trophies would be
line
cool
them up
too.
In the back.
Yeah, world's best vacationer and world's best. I don't know. We'll come up with something cool. Okay, guys, now is the time. And just, if you've never played these games, let me just put it this way. You should give them a chance. Because honestly, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of depth in these kind of games. I think a lot of times people will get caught up in the art style, but these ones are super, super well done. They actually have really deep stories, and the graphics in and of themselves, the gameplay, it's a couple things. The graphics are good, and then the gameplay is actually pretty deep, right? Like there is like, in terms of, just even in the, and I was paying attention, I was playing my first hour, like you're introduced to like 3 or 4 different gameplay mechanics between ultimates, how you're basically, like when you can use your ultimates, like basically sequentials, like your skills, your action bars, the enemy tree, all that sort of stuff. So there's actually a lot to these games. And a lot of times I think people look at these and think, oh, they're like mobile games. This is not a mobile game. This is definitely a game that has some depth. And I've got to spend some time specifically with Genshin Impact, which is another one of these types of games. And believe it or not, like I learned, there's people who are like really like on the grind in terms of things to defeat and hard things to get through and all that sort of stuff. So do you want to give us like an introduction to the game, King, before we kind of jump into gameplay here?
Yeah, so Honkai Star Rail, I think, it's funny, I random chance bumped into this game, right? And so I wanna give a shout out to my community lead, Haley, and she pulled me aside. This was 2022, and she pulled me aside and she's like, I think you need to see this booth. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this was at Anime Expo. And she hot dropped me into this game called Honkai Star Rail, and I'm like, wait, this is cool. And to describe it, it is a turn-based game. It is one that you can kind of pick up and put down, when you're kind of busy. And that's what I love about it compared to a lot of games that kind of like you can't turn off, or you're in the middle of like, 5v5, like live service. The mere fact that you could play a turn-based game and get immersed in it and then come back to it without any kind of penalties, I really value, at least for me. And it seems, as a hit game that it has grown to be, it is valuable to have this type of game for a number of users. Like, and I'm talking like, I think it's like upwards of 20+ million people like love this game, and so I'm one of them. I will echo what you just said. I think this game's got
Server's still not
insane amount of
open.
depth. Not only is the story captivating, I think every single character in the game has been kind of expanded on and told, and you will fall in love with them as a character, and you will know who is kind of your pick in the game, right? And then on top of that, they have these game modes, and they come out with these all the time with their patches. And I want to say, like, you know, this is relatively new, but I've passed a requirement to go and check it out. But like, this is essentially, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but like, they've integrated Candy Crush,
Right.
and like, no one saw that coming. Absolutely no one saw that coming. But like, when you get to it, you're kind of like, wait, they did what? I used to play Candy Crush. That used to be my game in the subway. It's like, oh, I can't, you know, there's nothing else to do, but can I play this game? And so they just keep it so overwhelmingly interesting when you're done with a main storyline, or when you've completed the missions. The timing of having extra game modes is so excellent that it keeps you coming back for more.
Yeah, and the thing is, the other thing I want to add too, right, is like one of the things that they are investing in that's actually really important is the character development part of that, right? Like, because that's the stuff that kind of keeps getting, like, what is it? What are the add-on packs? What are the expansions look like? It's usually characters, right? Or is it more than that?
Yeah. So every banner that you come through, right, it will usually introduce a new character. So this patch, it is Firefly.
Yep.
Which is great, because she kind of, at least for now, from what we know in the game, she is that missing member of the Stellaron Hunters. So she kind of completes your team. So these are the currently existing Stellaron Hunters, and the whole theme of us creating a PC around them, right, is just kind of like join the club, like come be a part of the Stellaron Hunters. And these are the 4 people that will be told through and through throughout the story, and she is the most current. So that is Firefly. But she completes this kind of squad, and it is a 4 character turn-based game. And so finally, you're kind of like, yes, I got the collection.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, the patches and the storylines follow the banners, of which they introduce new characters. And then, you know, you may find yourself attuned to kind of like their skill set, the way their art style looks, the voice actors, you know, just how they kind of play in general. So you might want to, you know, spend more time kind of character developing Firefly, or spend more time character developing Silverwolf, or anyone else in kind of like your roster of people that you collect over time. We could get into some gameplay, and I think
let's go and get started. I think the last thing I want to ask is, like, how long, I think for people who don't know, how long has the game actually been out?
Oh man, it's now been over a year, and I will say it's been a solid like year and almost a half.
Okay.
I went to their first anniversary party. It was here in LA, and they celebrated the first year of the game, and it was amazing. You know, they had all their own content creators. They themed it in the game. They took over. It was almost like a Great Gatsby-esque looking venue in downtown LA, and everybody came in theme. Right, and it was a solid celebration for the game, being only
cool.
out for a year. So
okay, so now you've played this game a ton, right? Like you are.
Yeah, I religiously play this game.
When you look at, if they go to Honkai Star Rail, it actually loads your picture first, and then loads the game, because that's how famous you are in this.
Maybe today, yeah.
Maybe today,
yeah.
Maybe
I'll
today.
take
That's
that
what it is. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to see. Like when you think about what are things that only you're as an in-game player are going to do versus somebody like me who just kind of kicked it off with the story.
Okay, so you know, this is I guess you're giving me a time to shine kind of situation, and I will say
it's what I do, dude. I'm not gonna. I'm putting you up there on the pedestal.
Oh man, you're setting yourself up for that Taro. I know that's what's happening here. But I will say, you know, I play this game religiously. I'm on every single patch. I complete every single mission. I don't know where I find the time for this. You know, I think my wife is like, oh, why aren't you here right now? Oh, just don't mind me. I'm still in a meeting. But I will say,
and she's watching right now, by the way, and she's like, oh.
Yeah, I will say though, I do believe I have a pretty strong Acheron, and I know that most people don't know. You may not know who this is, but like Acheron came in the last patch as kind of this double S, very like hard carry DPS character. And I will say the way I've built her, and again, this may not mean a lot to anyone right now, but like she has every main stat of the relic category that she has, with the necessary substats to kind of take her from like a normal version of Acheron to a pretty hard hitting boss clearing, like no problem situation, which we will end up facing.
Okay.
So you know, and this is all, you know, it's kind of luck. It's kind of like you hope you kind of get these effects. You hope you kind of get these relics. You know, so it does give you an opportunity to kind of character develop, and not only the way you build them, but the way you collect the relics themselves. So it took a while to get here, and building her up was kind of a fun adventure in itself. But man, just like the reward from her having you know, insane damage is kind of like the way to go.
Okay. So, and then if Alex and I were going to start right now, Alex, you're up for this. If Alex and I were going to start right now, how long would we have to play to be where you're at right now? Because we love challenges like this, right, Alex? We love to have our lives consumed by games.
If I were to say, if you started right now, you are in the right patch. Because if you missed this patch,
the forgotten hall?
I mean, no one ever knows what comes in the future. But like, if you miss this patch, it's so, I would say like your best advantage with all the new stuff that they'll give new players. The character that's on the banner right now, Firefly, extremely meta. The second banner with Ron May, extremely meta. So if you're pulling for anyone, or if you're trying to collect anyone, this right now, this current patch is like the right time to be joining the game.
And we'd have to play for a week, 100 hours, 50 hours.
Yeah.
How many hours? This is how we now measure things. Because Sarah's probably going to tell us that we're supposed to do another activation with this in like a week, and we have to have max level characters.
I'm just waiting. I'm ready to watch King play.
All right, we'll do it. Okay, so this is called the Memory of Chaos. This is the stage 12. Not many people can clear this. I already have, but I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit and use a new lineup. But not many. A lot of people have trouble getting up to the 12th level because you would have to have very built characters. I think half of my lineup that I'm putting forward is built.
Okay.
I am considering, you know, the weaknesses of what I'm facing. So like the game will tell you, you know, like kind of like, okay, these are the matching kind of characteristics that you want to pair up against in your lineup. So I have, it's a 2-phase stage clear. You have to actually pass stage 1 to get to stage 2. So you can't be eliminated or wiped. And then on top of that, there is a round limit that people kind of try to get under so that you could capture the full rewards. So we're going to try this. I will say I think I'm set up pretty well. I will set up my Acheron as the main DPS, and then when we flip to side 2, I'll set up Firefly as my main DPS. All right. So here we go. Right before you get into a battle with this dude, you can kind of do what they call techniques. So you can kind of set up pre-buffs before you get into the fight. So what I'm doing is kind of setting up the buff that I want in to get into game.
Stream 4.
And then I will set this up with Acheron. So you see what happened there is, like, because I set up everything in advance, it already came in with damage.
Oh wow, okay.
Sparkle is a unit that will support my main DPS, so what I'm going to do is kind of basically forward her turn. So I'm going to go and buff her with her support. And then what I'm looking at here is basically what can I counter? And since she's a lightning DPS, what the game is telling me right now is that there's a lightning weakness. And of course, there's a mechanic with her stacks kind of mirroring what she has here as these leads.
We've hardly any time left.
But if I execute here, then at least it's doing more damage because it's against the element that kind of pairs.
Still waters of oblivion.
Okay, so there's that. I kind of took out the trotter. Okay, and I'm gonna do it again because it was her turn. But what I love about her, I'm gonna slow down the game for a second.
Okay.
Is she's about to go into ultimate mode after this hit.
In the still waters of oblivion, I guide the wandering souls.
And so here we go.
That's big numbers.
And she kind of does this domain expansion thing.
Wow, that's cool looking.
Dusk's reign, it too shall fall.
So we had 400k.
Oh my gosh.
I think the goal is definitely 1 million, and I think we can hit it.
Leave the rest to me.
Welt is another support character. When you pair people of the same, let's just call them element or same types, for Acheron it's really good because it kind of stacks her own build. So there's a choice between having characters that don't match. I'm always going to play meta if I have them. So Welt is here to kind of continue the nihility damage.
I won't go easy on you.
Wow.
And I just got ultimate for Sparkle.
I didn't seek.
And what she'll do here is kind of give the team some buffs here. So she buffs crit rate, crit damage. So this just layered on top what Acheron can do. So now we're like raising the crit, raising the damage. I'm really trying to punch through that 1 million so that you guys can get some people.
Yes, this is where you might get that million plus.
Maybe. I wish there were more characters to kind of like splash against, but let's see what happens. So I just forwarded her action again. I'm gonna select this.
Just for oblivion.
She's missing one more leaf
Let's
to go into
begin.
ultimate mode, but it might happen here because Welt will trap someone. There you go. Alright,
I
here we
reap
go.
for the departed.
So here we go again. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get close.
By the way, Alex, this reminds me of when you delidded the CPU.
The katana.
With his katana.
Yeah, with this katana.
Dusk's reign, it too shall
249.
fall.
Oh! So we're there. We're almost there.
650.
656.
Did they even had a shot at shooting back at you or anything?
They got hit for like 20.
I think we're there now. There's more people on the screen here to kind of go up against,
Right.
and because she kind of takes them all out, I think the damage is definitely gonna.
It's
spread.
gonna. You feel like we're gonna hit 1 million.
Yeah, I think it's happening.
I know
I think it's
nothing
gonna
of the
happen.
way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Oh, by the way, he lets off an artificial black hole, so
Like you do.
yeah, he like kind of trapped them all and they can't move, right? There's that whole mechanic as well.
Still waters of oblivion.
So she's hitting 100,
Free will, or
119
was it fate?
just because of her like enhanced attack. So we'll see what happens.
How close are you to ultimate?
Right.
Yeah, because I'm seeing you got a couple that are close.
I see through you.
She's gonna do her ultimate.
All things in this world have human creations.
Oh my gosh.
I'm fine.
Oh, he's actually fighting it. Okay. And I think this is where we might get some damage. Let's see if she gets some big damage here. I'm gonna buff her one last time because she's
Okay.
still in rotation.
Can you find the answer?
All right, let's see if it
I
happens.
weep for the departed.
There is so much happening on the
I
screen.
know.
Ooh.
Wow.
It too shall fall.
Oh, we're still at that 630. See, I wish we had like 5.
Destined
But let's
for
play it
oblivion.
through. Let's see if he brings out more
Leave it to
people.
me.
A quick divination.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's very. I will say what I love about this is that
Let's play
the
for
art
one.
style and kind of like the sequences that happen, they're really cool looking.
Yeah, they are.
So it's just based on that alone, whether I won
Another
or
journey
lose, whether I
begins.
had a buff character or not, it just like what you said when you introed the show. It's like watching an anime.
Still water to the
And the thing is that there are stories and stuff that usually happen too, right? Like right now, you're kind of working through these like this level 12 kind of interaction, yeah.
You know nothing of the weight behind
this
power.
might
Survive
actually
or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
This might be a mill. Let's see.
BTM Winston says this is this for other folks who might be interested. I love Phantasy Star. He said this is like the closest we ever get to a Phantasy Star game.
It too shall fall.
425.
There it is. 1 million damage.
Oh my
a
gosh.
people has been let loose.
1 million damage, dude.
Yeah, 1 million damage. It just cleared everybody except for the dude.
That's what. That's basically the amount of damage every time Alex comes on in cosplay.
A million.
Yeah,
A
just
million damage.
He just
Hardly
shows up and
any
it's a
time
dude.
left.
Just everybody goes silent.
Exactly, because they're just like they're taken aback. So this guy's got a lot of hit points.
I know. I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, he's
Hit
three
points,
stage.
yeah.
He's 3 stage. Let me see. I don't need any defense here. I don't think he's gonna hurt me that much.
Free will, or was it fate?
I mean, you already had like over 3 million damage on him.
Yeah, I like at this point I'm gonna end him and then go to the second stage.
I'm fine.
And yang.
He doesn't seem to be hitting you all that hard, which is good.
Well, I do need to heal one of them because.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you got a
like
couple
she's in
that are
some-
lower health, eh?
Yeah, she's looking like she's on her
Another
last
journey
legs if I don't finish this.
Still water.
Oh, but we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish it right here.
I
Oh,
weep
we're gonna
for
finish it right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's happening.
It too shall fall.
Donsky.
Well, that was it.
All right. No, this is
We
the
need a
second.
strategy.
This is it. This is the second stage.
Oh my gosh.
But
That was only the first stage.
That was only the first stage.
That was only the first stage.
Yeah.
And we thought Elden Ring was challenging.
Yep.
All right. So this, so I've never played with this rotation of characters.
Okay.
Something unique with this is their buffs. This is playing meta right now, but it's all about break effect. So what I mean is like there's 2 rows on top of every opponent. One of them is a bar that kind of takes down their shield, so to speak, and we'll just call that kind of like the break meter. If that goes to 0, that's when this lineup shines the most.
Got
So
it.
I'm gonna chip away at that top bar, and when there's nothing there and they're all broken, then this character,
Danger
Firefly,
ahead. Ready yourself.
in combination of her hits, she'll probably hit 1 million. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So we could have 2 possible 1 million hitters.
Please stay tuned.
And what's cool about her? She turns into a mech.
Wait, so is she a robot or she's wearing like Full Metal Jacket ultimate or
Yeah, I call her a little Power Ranger.
Power?
All right, so let's see. Fire weakness. All right, we're gonna launch his ultimate.
Good brew, my friends.
What this does is
Indulge yourselves!
he introduces a state. It's called besotted, which means when they hit me, it's less damage. This is the main character of the game. I think you picked Stell, right? But I picked the male MC,
Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating?
and he's gonna go and buff up the
Just
team.
right. Let the show begin.
This is funny. It's like a dance. It's like a dance routine,
Oh my gosh.
but it actually buffs the
Dance
team.
fighting. You guys are dance
It
fighting.
almost looked like the little clock from Beauty and the Beast.
Initiate cleanup.
All right, now this is Firefly. So she's a girl in the mech, but now it's her mech mode. I'm gonna have her break this person's fire, and then I'm gonna turn her into her super mode.
Like fireflies to a flame.
She's got like a really nice banjo.
Oh, she's the new one.
Yep. So her sequence is really cool.
I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
The sequences,
Wow.
Those are nuts.
right? She's gonna
Eternal
buff the whole
knowing.
team up. she's gonna buff the whole team up
Every
again.
petal in life's
I'm not gonna
garden.
lie. Can we do
Tucked
another
away.
one where we get that banjo with a iBuyPower?
By the look of time. This
All right,
is
now
more
here
than
comes
a battle.
Firefly,
Dude, oh man, that's cool.
and I think she might slap. Let's see. She's like fully buffed. I think she's fully buffed.
I mean, dude, when you have wings like that, you're always fully buffed.
Yeah. Let's see what she does.
I shall set the seas ablaze.
720. Okay. See how much faster that was than
Oh my
than
gosh, that was
Akron?
way faster than the other one.
Yeah.
Dude, 720,000 is still a lot.
Fight you live.
Don't get her angry.
Every time she
I
breaks,
will
she gets
claim
another
victory
turn,
for myself.
which is horrible for the other team.
Man.
Right. So every time she hits and then they get into break mode or they're like this, she just keeps going. So I think it might be fair to say that the combination of two numbers could spin off another Pico giveaway because
Yeah, because that's 1.4 million between the two.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is like a physical incarnation of Sarah. Every time we start a meeting, and then Alex asks to cover a certain topics on the show. So
Exactly.
we could.
Turn
I
into
would
the-
give one. I would give one right now because it makes sense. She definitely
awaiting
hit over
orders.
1 million.
okay, so we've
Over two
unlocked
hits.
another one, Sarah. Are we ready with
Yeah.
another giveaway?
Oh yeah,
She's like, oh yeah, I can do giveaways all day.
all day.
And I can also rage on me and Robey all day. This is like
I'm so scary. Watch out.
okay. What just happened there? Was that a
They
buff
just
or a heal?
instantly came in and died.
Oh wow.
Oh, that sucks.
Because of the technique that I set off before when she turned into the mech and then crashed on them.
Oh wow.
That applies to every wave of enemies going forward.
Got it.
So one of them just came in on set and died. Right, so that was so much damage in the technique, they just died.
That's like, it's so funny. Like that reminds me of some of those like Elden Ring memes that are happening right now, where the person just walks in and gets one-shotted. That dude just like literally, he's like, I'm gonna fight. Never mind, I'm dead. But they're on the other side of this whole thing.
All right, 360.
Jeez. Oh,
So that was 360 plus
I think he just dropped the
that
space
was a
station
half a
on their
million.
head.
Easy.
Seas ablaze.
780. That's 1 million.
I will claim
Man.
victory for myself.
I don't know how we want to classify that one, but that's definitely a million.
I mean, it's your giveaways, dude. We can classify it however you want. You can be like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
it's
go
drop-
ahead, yeah,
drop
go
a
for it,
million
go for it.
peoples.
And there's another 700. Yeah, for sure give another one away.
Wow.
Oh, final form. All right, let's go. Now they're really mad.
Oh, that's good. You know, when you get a million
why you
damage
gotta
done to
make
you,
it-
it has a tendency to make you angry.
Wait, what's the final mode? Oh, they just playing music?
Apparently,
They're
it's
trying to put
playing the
my
violin. dude.
characters to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Dreams do come true.
In a dance fight. Careful.
All right,
Mood is
more
set
buffing,
just
more
right.
buffing. Obviously, what we're trying to do is funnel all the damage to Firefly.
Got it.
Let the show begin.
This is so awesome that there's a dance.
I love the dance. Yeah, that's like the best thing.
Okay, so
And it's like a
he's-
cool looking clock. Like it's like a mix of like 1950s animation with like modern day anime. So it's like it probably like actually helped like dispel some demons somewhere in real life.
Well, that's the theme of the current patch. Is like you're in Penacony and it's a dreamland, and a lot of the theme in there is very like Great Gatsby
Yeah.
esque, and they really pulled that. Like everybody's favorite part of, I think majority of people, everybody's favorite part of the storyline so far was definitely this version of the patch. That's why I'm like, if you're starting this game now, oh man, you're in for a crazy storyline, and I'm talking one that's kind of a tearjerker. So,
Oh wow, really? Okay.
yeah, this is like that K-drama level.
Gonna keep going?
You know,
I like how you're
situation.
like K-drama level.
Yeah, it's
Like
pretty.
on a
It's pretty.
scale of like
A picture
on a
of
scale
grace
of
and
like Love Boat to Dance Moms, like where are we talking?
Was anybody seen like Crash Landing on You, like actual K-pop reference? I don't know. Or
Dude,
K-drama
actually,
reference?
Sarah, you watch a lot of
I
these,
watch
right?
them.
Like, I mean, some of the like, is this along the lines of some of those shows that you watch?
So you think you can dance? No.
No, not so you can dance those. You and I have watched them. It's those ones where like the one guy was like kicked out from his family, then showed up at the restaurant, and then he had like they thought he was poor, but in the beginning he was really rich. Come on, they're on Facebook. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, those things are awesome.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, that was 700K, and I think I'm about to finish this entire fight.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think it's about to happen, and it's just.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're done here. We're done here. We've cleaned up the.
You did it.
Yeah, we did it in less than in so much more ahead of like the cycles left. So we have like ultra cleared this state.
How many cycles were
It's supposed to be very difficult. This is supposed to be very difficult, by the way.
Okay, so is this the very, very top? Is 12 the end?
Yes.
Okay,
So
now
this
let's
is like
do
end
level
game
1
material.
characters.
Yeah, this is end game material. Like when you're done with the story and you don't have, like you're waiting for the the interlude for the next kind of patch.
This is where you go.
play these challenges to do kind of end game material, and I was 7 cycles above the minimum. So
Wow.
I'm gonna say that I have a pretty strong lineup, and that was the 1st time I did it with.
I would say that too.
If
Yeah,
anybody agrees, can we just get a raise of hands in the chat? Like, would you agree that he is he's an in-game capable character? Like again, we're trying to make him feel good. Let's get. We want him to feel like he's got his time investment was worth it. This is his moment to shine.
Yeah.
So what else? What are some of the other in-game pieces of content that we might see in a game like this?
Yeah. So there's another end game, which I actually haven't passed, which I think would be kind of really curious. So like they made this version. It's called the Divergent Universe, and this introduces a lot of weird. Challenging mechanics midway of the game. So this one's going to be harder for me to explain because there are buffs that come out of nowhere and really major choices that you would make when you challenge enemies. So this one I've been able to pass the base level, but if I kick it up 1 difficulty, I can't. It's like really challenging. So I can make the damage happen, but the choices are very randomized to the point where if I pick something wrong, I'm probably gonna get team wiped. But I'm happy to go through that.
Let's try it. Come on, this is what we live for. Could it happen?
Yeah,
It's gonna happen. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, let's definitely go for it. So again, like see they have these. So this is what I can clear, right? 0. If I kick this up a notch, it's called torturous difficulty.
Oh wow!
Okay. First of all,
that sounds like a great time.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a great time in here. So let's try it.
Wow, I can hear like the cracking in your voice. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's do torturous. Let's get tortured.
Yeah.
So you're presented with choices, and these are what's given just off the bat, and it's saying obtain these 3 things, and then you have to get buffs and cards correlating to what it says you're missing. So I'm like 0 out of 4 here, 0 out of 4 here. If I get them, then I get the whole buff. If I don't get them, it's certainly doomed.
Okay.
Okay, because we're in torturous difficulty now. So these are the cards that are dealt. Let's see what happens. We got.
So what happens? Okay, so hold on. Before we gotta put something on here. What happens if you get through it? What do we unlock?
This is unknown territory now.
I know. This is where the stakes matter. And we're not talking about Omaha steaks. We're talking about your.
I was gonna say, you're making me hungry.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the steak card that's on the screen.
That's right.
If I pass this, Robey, you can pick any Milky series to put on your mod workshop.
Whoa! Did you hear that?
What?
Did you?
If I pass this, okay.
I feel like that's a lot of power in King's hands here.
Yeah, basically he's not gonna pass it.
No love. No love for King.
I have yet to this day been able to do torturous, so it's.
We got some time.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's do it.
See,
Let's
this is
see.
already what I don't want, right? This is already what I don't want. So.
Oh, really? Wow. We're already
Yeah,
starting off with
because-
the pro. Hey, by
yeah.
the way, DePoet said he wanted to give you a pro tip. He said, "Don't die."
Don't die. Oh, got it. Got it. I'm here for
Just
it.
want to throw
I'm
that
here.
out there. Pro tip: don't die.
And the reason why I don't want this is the lineup that I'm choosing to be my front line is not aligned with the hunt. So she's a destruction character. I want more destruction buffs. So this is already kind of like a great start. Sarcasm. Yeah, see, so all of these they're not the greatest things to have. But I will pick the gold one because, I mean, those are always harder to come by. That has at least given us, of the 2 equations that they want us to complete here, it's cleared half of them, but it's also the path that I don't really want. So let's see what happens.
Okay, here we go.
In the beginning, it's like, it lulls you into a really false sense of security. It's like, oh, it's really easy. So like, watch, I'll just I won't have to do anything except drop them with this whole mech thing. And I think they'll just die.
Hopefully. Okay.
They just died.
That was wait,
So
what?
So do I just choose mine now?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Robey, you choose.
Oh, no. I thought I get to just choose a Milky Case. I thought it was over. Thanks for coming, guys.
Oh, you weren't involved. Oh, you thought you weren't involved in this. Oh. Okay, well, there are hints that, see, this is not great at all. See, it's the cards that are dealt have nothing to do with any of the equations that we had. So again, the ramp up to this is going to be pretty difficult. I can already tell. Now it basically is, because it's not applying to anything.
It's not useful.
Yeah, it's not doing anything for me. I will pick this one because I don't have it. The little book there says I don't have it, but if I do, if I pick this, the game will reward me for it. I'll just go with that.
Okay, here we go.
Increase people's speed. See, I'm so over the hunt that, like, I don't need it. I'm so over the capacity that, like, I should pick something else, but none of these matter.
Right.
So this is already, I don't know, that pro tip from DePoets is not
Not helping you? To be
Yeah,
clear, DePoet's pro tips are, I mean, are they pro? I mean,
Our pro.
let's see. Okay, this one does. So this one applies to, the other half. So we'll take that. You always get a choice whether you want to go into combat, give yourself a reward, or go to wealth. I never pick anything except combat. So I'm just a fighter, guys. I'm just like,
you're just in it.
I'm just in it.
You're a fighter girl lover.
I think these people will just end up dying again if I just land on them. See what happens. Yeah, it's still too early in the game. Oh, they live. They live.
Oh, dude, they're not dead.
No, they're not.
They're actually still have quite a bit of life.
Tastes like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Dude, that's a punch. I think we need to add that to our arsenal, Alex, where we add arrows to our punches.
We need to do that. Definitely comes in handy.
You should go again. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there's one.
And I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. So now we're ramping up, right?
Yeah,
Now
because you didn't kill
now
him
it's
in
like
one shot.
not insta dead. Yeah, exactly.
And this is only how many fights are we looking at here? Because that was 2.
Yeah.
I don't even know the end of it because I haven't passed this version.
Oh, man.
So we're looking
We don't know
at
how many
like maybe
forms we're gonna
10.
get.
Yeah, we're looking at like maybe 10 fights.
And you're at 2?
Yeah.
And you're not even getting good cards?
You know. Defeats an enemy, restores all. Okay, I probably need this. I probably need this later, right? If I defeat them, I get all my HP back. I probably need this later.
Yeah, that actually sounds relatively useful.
I don't do any follow-up attacks, so.
But it says 12 monkeys and an angry man. I mean, like, why would you not choose that? It has a great title.
Best one ever.
It's like you usually choose a book just based on the title alone. I mean, really? Does the text matter?
Is it happening? Is this the live pick? I'll pick it. It is applying.
We want to win. We want Milky.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I trust you. Don't trust me. I'm not pro. I'm like so amateur.
Okay, we'll do this because the higher the speed, the more rotation in the turns you get. So let's do that. That seems like a smart pick.
That seems like a smarter move than what Robey was suggesting, even though it was just based on a cool title.
Let's go with the combat again.
So what is the other one?
That was wealth, and so when you pick that, I'm pretty sure you gain more of these credits. So like, see on the upper left, there's like a 203.
Right.
They give you money to go and buy stuff at like midpoint stations to kind of buff up something, or maybe buy a card that you don't have. But I just try to earn it through combat instead.
Got it. Okay. So odds are you're not going to kill these things when you land on them.
Unless I put more buffs on them, which I could do this.
Sound lingers.
Then I could do this.
Please stay tuned.
And then I could hot drop on them.
Dude, that guy's just Michael Jackson. Okay, that just wins.
Feel like it's working.
Oh gosh.
Wow, that's a lot of people. You kill them all?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, that's it.
Boom.
So this
Like first fear.
So that round went pretty well.
Yeah, oh yeah, that one went really well. This completes a card. So I get, when a character is attacked and does not take damage, they will only lose critical boost, which increases the crit rate and damage. Okay, I'll take that. You know, we'll complete it. This is the only logical choice because it increases the other card.
Right. And you're trying to finish sets, right?
Yeah. This does nothing for me. Wait, no, this one does.
The one on the left. Yeah, the Arbory Valley? No?
Well, this one does. Yeah, but it overdoes the ones I already have.
Gotcha.
So at this one, we'll actually increase 0 to 1 on one of them. So.
Yeah, I sound like I know what I'm doing. Not really.
You will through my excellent tutorials. Oh, it's a mid boss. So here we go. Right.
How do you know it's a mid boss because of the insignia?
Yeah, it did. It was bigger, and then it definitely said like domain boss, which means it's the halfway point. Okay, so here's where the credit.
Do you think you'll be able to kill it with the drop or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No way.
This is an actual fight, guys. Gear up. Everybody start stretching.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? Oh, okay. Alex is getting prepped.
Is he?
Oh,
Dude,
he's
yeah.
going to
I need your full vacation attire.
He's got his all fake. Is that like, what is that? Is that like a paper towel roll? Like, what is that?
It's foam.
It's foam.
It's the only thing I'm allowed to play with when I'm not at home. Foam.
You have your red solo cup you had earlier.
I do.
That's okay. That's the
That's
difference.
such a
That's
vacation
not going to be
to
helpful
have.
at all.
That's such a vacation thing to have around. Yeah.
Right?
That feels like you are definitely chilling.
That was definitely cosplay. It was hat, sunglasses, and red solo cup. Done.
Oh, great! I used up all my energy in the last fight.
What do you mean use all your
that
energy?
seems like not good preparation.
This is not great.
I thought you were a strategic. No, a great tactician.
Yeah, I thought so
that
too.
seems like bad strategery.
Oh no! Oh no!
Guys, I think we can say goodbye to that Milky.
Let's see.
Indulge yourselves!
I believe in you, King.
Yes. Thank you. We'll need one of us to.
Dreams do come true.
Where's Phoenix?
Let's see. Here we go. About to turn the Power Ranger on here.
Every petal in
Go,
life's
go,
on
Power
Okay.
Ranger.
All right, it's
I
time.
really want that banjo.
Go, get him.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Get angry.
Okay, she's angry.
She's got her big
Whoa.
big thing out now.
Oh,
so she should
yeah,
be,
look
wow,
at
that's
that.
a lot of hits. Whoa!
Oh, one more. One more.
Come on!
Okay. What is this? I've never seen. Okay.
What's excessive conversion?
I don't know.
Full-bodied sweet.
Okay, I have no idea.
I'm glad you're the expert in this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Indulge yourselves!
I think she needs more buffs, so let's do these first.
just right. Let the show begin.
Maybe this next.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
All right, there we go, and then let's go now.
All right, now it's time to beat him up.
That did not.
Big guns.
That did not break anyone.
No, that actually didn't, did it?
nothing.
Oh, we're taking damage now. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Extra action? Wait, what? No, don't bring
No,
friends.
now they call
don't
little
friends.
mini things. I don't
This
even know what's
is my
happening.
only party.
Let's see. More
Existence
buffs.
is unity.
Oh, we're taking a lot of damage now. Okay. Okay, she's gonna get an extra turn out of this one, so that's what we want.
Set the seas aflame!
Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, that
We
works.
will knock him out, so that break bar is gonna disappear. So that's good. He won't attack with that crazy arrow thing.
That thing was brutal.
Oh, she just cleared it. Okay.
Okay, we were a little worried there. You like, I think you were building artificial
I don't know. I mean, was I?
Had no doubt.
artificial
I can't
drama.
think of this.
Drama.
Was I? I don't know. It just seemed a little like I was taking damage there, and I don't.
There was some artificial drama. Okay, you gotta
Oh,
choose your chest. Which one are you gonna choose?
Yep, treasures. Let's see.
Oh, essentially you get all of them.
Well, I have to select a new equation, but I think maybe this is more.
What with Bernoulli's equation?
Character launches a follow-up attack. No.
No? No?
Here.
Who's the tech
maybe
guy
this.
here?
Maybe this one? Yeah, let's see this one. I don't know. Star Crusher. Character uses basic attack. HP percentage is larger. I won't read it. Let's just go with it.
Oh man, this is what I like to hear. Hey,
Okay.
strategy. Let's throw it out the window.
Nobody needs instructions.
That one's
Instructions.
orange, so that means better.
Yes.
This one goes from 2 to 3, but I already had it. This one I want to pick, but it does nothing for me. That sucks.
Oh,
I don't have anyone that'll make anyone frozen. So if I pick this,
that's
it's
just useless then.
Yeah. Okay, that was box 2.
What's in
This
box
is what I
3?
want.
This
This
was
is
the
it.
fancy one.
This is good. Because she's a destruction character.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
So this is the first time I've heard it's good in like an hour. So
Yeah.
I mean, like we're
The last
finally.
20
It feels like our tide's changing, guys.
All right. We get to pick.
Blueberry case.
Maybe we can go into the store. There's no other choice here anyway. Or maybe occurrence. We'll do occurrence. We don't need to buy anything. We don't need to-
Don't need no stinking. Gloves.
So
What's
this is
an
the energy.
occurrence?
It's like a storyline stuff. Like you get to do some weird multiple choice things.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
But this is the
C.
energy drink that we kind
Answer
of need,
is
right?
C.
I can't do the mech drop thing without it, so I'm gonna go and drink some of this.
Oh, good. Yeah. You need that.
Yeah, and this is random. Might be a battle, might not be. Okay, good. This is some like secondary story stuff.
Okay.
We'll go the curios, and it'll say, "Oh, it gave us more money. Great.
Awesome. I'll take it.
Not mad. Not mad." What's this? You encounter a doll whose body is 3 times as tall as its head. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What do I
That's
do?
like
What do I
Alex
do,
on
guys? Do I
vacation.
pat it lightly or do I hit it hard?
Hit it hard.
That was definitely opposites. Okay, since it's Robey's show though.
No,
we're
no,
gonna hit
no.
it.
Do it. Don't listen.
No,
to me. I'm
too late.
useless.
It's too late. It's too late.
Confirm.
That was a terrible idea. Any sentence that
Oh,
starts
I have
with
it. I have it again.
anytime that it starts to listen to Robey, then that's usually a bad idea.
What do we do again? Do I hit
You
it
hit
hard
it hard,
again?
of course.
Oh,
It just
no,
it didn't
we're
work
gonna
the
go
first
hard
time. Hit it
twice.
harder.
Oh, it worked. It worked. You got money out of it. We're good.
What,
Oh,
did it
look,
win?
look,
Did
we
win?
got things. Yes, you got. Yeah, we got other things.
Wow. It
Wow,
can
look
punch
at
it.
what I did,
Look at that,
guys.
Robey. Look at that. We're
Look
good.
at what I did.
We're good.
Whoever said that Fizz never solved anything was lying.
I know. Let's do combat.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna do the cycle again.
Please stay tuned.
We're gonna drink
Means-
some of
dude,
this
hey, there's a hey energy drink. Don't
and
forget
drop
to
down. Cat.
Here she goes. See what happens.
No, that was pretty good. That's 700.
The mood is. Let the show begin.
Oh, they're not quite
700?
dead.
Yeah, no, they're halfway there.
Okay.
Upper Jackson.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
I feel like this is it.
I will claim
Oh,
victory for
hear that
myself.
one. Oh,
I think it's it's this.
Set to the seas of fate!
I might even just like. Oh yeah, I'll just like a base.
That was
There we go. There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
That seems
Oh,
fine.
nice.
There we go. Battle over.
Okay, this will take us one of them, right? I'll take that. So I'll take that to complete an equation here. So we'll do that.
you found X?
Oh, this one also completes another one. So this is. Oh, I like this. The more skill points we consume, the lower the damage. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need that. Feels like I'm gonna need that.
Yeah.
So let's go with
Feel
that.
you.
When a character has
Feelings,
50%,
nothing
their
more than
energies.
feelings.
We'll go with this, even though we already have it. Yes. Completed. Great.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. We're moving up in the world.
I'm very proud of you, King. We're gonna take a moment
I
to
know
say
you'll
good
come
job.
through.
This is a joint effort. This is a
All
joint
I did was
effort.
say hit stuff hard, but that doesn't feel like it was that useful.
Well, that and the poets don't die. I mean, the
Yeah,
best.
come on, but
Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need when we game those two motivational
speeches.
phrases.
Eternal.
Initiate cleanup.
Okay, I think she's past stage 2 for sure.
In the mood for another.
Alright, why isn't this guy dying?
Trying to get her angry.
What?
He doesn't have much life left.
I know, what is happening?
Good.
I know. It seems like there should he should have died a while ago.
Okay, there we go.
Initiate cleanup.
Sometimes you just need to
Initiate
hit it
cleanup.
with the arrow.
I like that phrase. She says initiate cleanup.
Let
Oh
the
my
show
god.
begin.
Every petal in life
Okay,
all will be
okay.
swept away by the wind.
Play that song.
There we go. Okay.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Wow.
She sounds so angry.
She does. Like I said, that's like Sarah incarnate right there. Right, Sarah?
Whoa!
I will claim victory.
Whoa!
Okay, it's feeling all right. I think the buffs are working.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, you're not even halfway through though, right?
I think so. Well, because the mid boss is the mid boss. So we,
Oh wait,
that
so
one
if
Yeah,
you,
we
you
went
already
to the
killed the
mid-boss.
mid boss like 3 hours ago.
sure.
Sure.
Or the gorilla dude. The gorilla guy and his
Oh,
little robots.
Okay, we're feeling pretty good because we finished the golden equation. So that's I think we're on it.
So,
Okay, I like the shield. Upon entering battle, all characters gain a shield. That feels like a good pick.
Yeah, that seems pretty.
Yeah.
That seems like a good one.
That feels like we need that coming up. Let's get combat again. All right. We don't have any more of those drinks, so I don't know if I want to waste it on this or like save it for the boss.
I think you save it for the boss.
for the boss.
I think
for
we
the
do.
boss.
I think this one you just go in clean and cold.
Yeah, let's go.
Save it for the bows.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
It's about to be. Let's see.
Let's improvise.
I just feel like we need some of those like 700,000 hits.
Show begin.
Yeah. Feels like a pivotal moment to clear because I didn't have any juice. So
Dreams do
I feel like
come
this needs to pass
In the
with
mood
like
for another beating?
no problems. And if we have problems here, then we got issues.
So far so good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
What the heck was that?
Fireflies until everything burns to
That was a new
ashes.
attack.
Yeah, some new effect is happening. I guess it was because of we cleared one of the equations.
Oh, you think that's what? Oh, so like it added something?
Yeah.
Okay, but that I
Yeah.
mean, like again, everybody's dead so far. So you're in battle 2 of 3.
This guy resurrected. Nice.
Oh snap! Oh wow, I got all of his health back.
That's pretty
Yeah,
neat. I'll take
that's
that.
new.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Dude, it's like just like arrows. It's like somebody's from like a battle cruiser, like.
Yeah, shooting
Blowing
from
him up.
above. Oh, there, dude.
Oh, I think we're gonna clear this easily. Yeah.
So do you think the boss is after this?
Maybe. Let's see. I hope so. I hope
I
it.
feel like that would be perfect timing. This would be on
Yep.
on point with every other time we've done this, where we get to the very end, and it's at the very end of the show.
Yeah. And with
Yeah.
the feet.
You
Let's
said
see,
a lot of things we need to knock on wood today.
Yeah, where's the wood? Here it is.
I don't. Well, did you knock on your head?
Yeah.
Okay,
God,
that was
I
just a
almost
good dad joke opportunity. That's right, Alex.
do that. Shielded characters have increased crit damage. That feels
Well, I mean,
like a-
and you just got a shield from another one, so that seems
yeah, yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. That's domain boss.
good. Dude,
Woohoo!
look at
Okay,
this.
I think we're.
The bod. The
Oh,
bod.
I think
oh.
this might be worth staying on just a few minutes longer.
Like a bounce.
Well, guys, that's it for today. We got,
Look at that. See you
Yeah.
guys
No
later.
We'll
care.
see you next time.
we'll see you next
Here.
time. Will we ever build in a Milky case? You'll never know.
Oh man. Oh no, it's not the last boss. Do I just clear these really fast?
Yeah, do it. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, boss has got to be close, right?
Yeah, it's definitely got to be close. It feels like it's gonna be. Let's pick this one, and then I need a break effect. Yes.
Everybody wants to know.
We should have probably given a peepo out by now. I feel like
Oh,
we've
we
done
give
some.
it
Out several.
Oh, we
Give
have.
it
Oh,
several.
we can.
I think she gave away 80 on the show.
Oh. Did I do 80
It's
million
like,
damage? I feel like I'm close to 80 million damage.
Still the same one.
Decided to play your ace,
All
huh?
right, let's go
Time to
real
mix
fast.
things
Dude, that
up.
guy's a little crazy. Oh, he's got dogs now. You got dags? I got dags.
Indulge yourselves!
And
All right, we'll go through it real quick. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna punch through this guy, which triggered this guy.
The mood is set.
Great.
Just let the show begin.
And then there's a little battle shot. Yeah, that thing, dude, that whatever that was is actually pretty cool. Like raining
Yeah.
destruction.
yeah, running from the
Feeling
above.
pretty good. Feeling
So
pretty
far, so good.
Turn her into super mode. Okay.
Burns to ashes.
Okay, and here comes your super one.
Yep. Okay. She doesn't have full buffs yet, but let's see what happens here.
Dude, this guy actually
Ow.
has quite a bit of health.
Set to the sea.
Luckily, Banjo Lady's there.
700k. Okay. I don't know where the arrows come from, but I love it.
Yeah.
Dude,
That arrow is.
dude, that like dog just blew up. It like exploded.
Alright, dude, you're done.
Oh no. Oh no, not like this.
Firefly type 4.
Oh no, another one of those things.
Nice, like a good, my friends.
Dude, they had to throw it in there. They know it's the end of the show.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Like this might hurt because I know
Every
what
petal
those
in
bosses
life's
might
garden,
do.
all
Like they
will
can
be
put
swept away
the
by the
lineup to
wind.
sleep and then it's doomed. But let's try not to make them do that at all. If we just break them, then they'll never act. So let's try that.
I mean, 578, dude. That little rain of fire thing, man. You need to
Oh,
get that.
1
money
million. That
regular
was 1 million.
rotation.
That was definitely
I
1.2.
will claim victory for my fight.
Oh my gosh, so much damage. Okay, so did they break? They did look like they broke, right?
Yep. So they're not acting because if they did, I'd be asleep, which is not great.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
I don't understand how punching somebody doesn't wake them up. You know?
Set to the sea.
I mean, when I get punched, I wake up.
Reading.
Okay, one down, and the arrow doesn't work. All right. Okay, we're good. This is feeling real good.
Clear.
Dude, we
Yeah, this
may
is feeling
see King
real good.
accomplish something he's never accomplished in his life.
That's actually true.
I know. I'm like hyping it up. I am a hype man.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's okay. It's okay. You're good. You're just taking away from
Oh, no,
Alex's
I'm
vacation.
not
Just
rushing
kidding.
you. I'm just excited.
This one. Yeah, this one. Okay.
Are you choosing new ones that you have to build?
Yeah, see, like, here, I just built. I just
Yeah.
finished one.
So that's what I figured you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Oh, it's looking good. Look at our buffs. Look at all the cards that are complete.
I know. You have like a ton, dude.
Yeah, this is it. This is feeling great.
Let's kill the boss.
Oh, these are two weird fights in a row. Oh no. Oh no. I know these. Oh no. I know these fights. Oh, I don't like these.
These are fights?
Yeah, I don't.
Nice, like a good
I think it's like a multi-stage one too, but I'll try to fast forward.
Indulge yourselves!
No fire weaknesses at all. Great.
You got to break them.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. Ouch.
Take your positions. Dreams do
That
come
was
true.
half her health bar.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was a big hit.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Okay, somebody broke.
Need it set just right. Let the show begin.
I can't
Did the rhythm
lose the
get messed
girl
up?
on the left, because if I did, then I can't buff a Power Ranger, which doesn't help anyone.
Yeah, at all.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight to live!
You got super breaks. You got a couple super breaks there.
Yeah, she needs to do work here for sure. There we go.
Okay, that seems fine. Dude, those arrows are rad.
Yeah, I know. Where are they? I love that they're coming out.
Like you're like, thank gosh for whatever those are.
Yeah. What? Yes. Oh, through the middle.
Take him out. Take him out. Take him out.
This is making me feel way too
OP?
Like I feel. I don't know. I feel like it's setting me up for
Something.
really good expectations, and then
It's gonna drop you.
it's gonna
Like first
drop the
period
brick
match.
on me. Yeah, because these fights suck.
That's
These
just
ones
my
are not
life in
great.
general.
So what's on the line is a milky case, and you have to clear this whole level, right?
Yeah.
That's what's on the line.
Look at this. Look at this.
No,
This is
now to
so
be clear,
ominous.
You said a milky case for all of the people I mentioned need milky cases. I think that's what we all heard, right?
Look at how ominous this sounds, and last for 4 cycles. I don't
know that.
I don't know about that one. I'll pick this one
Okay.
because without a character being down, that's risky. I don't know if I want to risk that. So we'll do this. We'll do this. That one's wow. What a if you just sped through the
Desire to
description.
play your ace. Nice, like
Dude, that is like a. Is that a chef wearing Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yes. It's a T-Rex smash.
Indulge
It is.
yourselves!
Need it set just right. Let the show begin. Dreams do come true.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Okay, go
She's
again.
ready.
Yes.
We're
Yep.
in for the big damage now.
We can go
She's just
again.
got a hit.
Yeah, all she has to do is hit. 1 million.
Break though. Okay, did she break? Oh, it looked like it did.
She broke.
Okay, good. There goes the arrows. Dude, those arrows are man, but that guy's taking a lot of damage. Like he's still got a lot of health left.
Oh, she didn't even buff yet. Oh my god.
These are like 3. I mean, like, dude, that guy is. I mean, look at how much hits he's taking.
Yeah, this is kind of scary because, like, if he wakes up, I wonder how much it hurts.
Just
Right?
right.
Like,
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be. It's not gonna. I'm telling you, he's not gonna give you a back rub.
All will be swept
He's not gonna let you pet him.
He's not gonna let
Yeah,
you pet him.
you gotta
Like
keep
Pig
him
Raven
down.
was
You
talking
gotta-
about right now. He's not gonna snuggle with you in bed and be your little pet. He's gonna like. He's gonna bite your toes off or something. you
okay,
know?
okay. These people are not waking up. That's what we. That's,
Okay,
that's
phew.
it.
Okay,
That's
battle
good.
over. Okay, good. That was actually like that made me nervous. I may actually have to get deodorant after this because I was sweating a little. You know what I'm saying?
Same. We're looking calm, but we're not. More enemies.
We are sponsored by Degree right now.
I don't know if I like this one. All allies split incoming damage.
That seems well. I mean, maybe right because that means that. I mean, it just means everybody gets hit. That feels pretty useful.
Is it? Okay, we'll go.
That feels useful. Watch it be the one thing that brings the downfall, and Gina Darling comes and beats me up because she doesn't get her Milky case.
Okay, we're getting juiced here. That's good. I don't know what these are. I've never seen these before. This looks like a garbage can.
Hey, just so you know, Sarah, I just want to let you know this actually is 3 hours long.
I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, how much further in this one?
I think we're close though. We are close. We are close because the green thing means the final.
Oh, okay. The green thing is the final.
Yeah, it means like rest up because you're about to.
Dude, that is a garbage can who is ripped.
It is a garbage can. Yes.
Wow.
That's like Alex the garbage can. If Alex was a garbage can, that's what he would look like.
Alex, can you cosplay as the garbage can for Anime Expo?
That would be no problem.
That would be it. That would
be no problem. There's Mr. Clean and then there's Mr. Trash.
That was it. No, you're like walking. No, I'm telling you, it'll be like the most iconic thing of the show. Will be like, oh wait, you're the Star Rail garbage can. I get it. Let me take a picture with you.
Let me take a picture.
I don't want to steal you the thunder from the silver war.
Like Firefly, until everything burns to ashes.
What did that guy? Did he just like bail? What happened?
Yeah, he just went away.
If you win, if you weakness break him, he goes away.
Wow.
If you didn't, he punches like a truck. So that's
like Alex.
So you definitely don't want him to.
Set to the seas of flame. I will claim victory for myself.
Let the show begin.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, so again, like I'm just making sure everyone sets her up, right? So like I know her turn is ready to go, but I'd rather activate somebody's ultimate or ability before she does, right? So.
Well, did that guy just give you health?
Yeah, like health at the end.
He like helped you when he died. He's like, here's a bubble gum.
Some of the buffs will do that. So. Obtain 2 random curios, possibly negative. No, we don't want those right before the boss. No. Okay, and then this last one. See, this is it. This one right here is boss level. Okay, so this is the last one here. Flip the card. Yes, flip the card. Oh, bad luck.
Oh, great. Why'd you do that?
I don't know. It said flip the card. Oh my god.
Oh, it's the monkey. Oh, dude.
Not the monkey and the dogs.
And the dogs. The only way to make this work is if you had the T-Rex with the chef hat.
I don't think we made good choices.
Let's improvise.
I probably shouldn't have flipped the card.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Well, that didn't hurt that much.
That's because you have that card that splits the damage.
You're right. You're right.
Like you get it, and now you just have a unified health pool.
Like fire, until everything burns to ashes.
Wait,
oh no! Don't put me to sleep. Oh my god, she put her to sleep.
What happened? Oh, is she asleep?
Yeah. Well, I gotta take her out now. I don't want any more people going to sleep.
Did you break her?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But that was kind of the buff.
I will claim victory for myself.
Yeah, she's like kind of critical.
Yeah, let's put some more people to sleep, I guess. There you go. Okay. There, come out.
Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight.
We gotta keep people asleep.
Set the seas of flame.
Okay, there's the laser beams. That's helpful. Dude, they still have a lot of health though.
This is more than a battle.
Yeah, she's still asleep.
Set the seas of flame.
Dude, wake up!
I don't know if she could do it herself. I don't know. Let's
wake up!
If she, yeah, wake up. Oh, it's only one. It's only one. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. All right.
Okay.
Boss time.
Yeah.
Boss
You know what? Don't do that to us, King.
Yeah. I'm
Oh my
sweating
gosh.
here. I'm glad we're
Sarah, did
sponsored
you
by.
send in the memo beforehand about not doing that to us?
I like
Okay.
it that your guys' blood pressure goes up with something.
All right, we're gonna buy everything in the store because we haven't bought anything, which is great. This is gonna help us do all of it, and you get your 12 monkeys book.
Okay,
Go
let's get all of the
Okay,
buffs.
We'll get all the buffs.
We're just gonna
all
buy
of it.
everything.
At this point, yeah, we're indiscriminate. We're just getting everything.
We're just gonna just get it all when we fight the boss. Okay, guys. Okay, big moment. Everybody, I
Okay,
want you to
here it is.
stand up. I want everybody to stretch. I want everybody
Okay.
like get your like I need nothing but positive vibes because this is unlocking 100 Milky cases for us to give away.
Shield gains 16%. I think so. I think we'll go with that.
I like how Alex is actually stretching.
He's
All right,
gonna
here it
do a
is.
group stretch.
Here we go, guys. Full maxed out energy. We're in a good spot.
Okay.
All
Dude,
right.
it's the Death Star.
Yeah, look at this guy. He
Go
looks
jump on
kinda-
it.
Oh. All right, we're gonna let this self-time.
Okay, here we go. He's fighting on Halo. Wait.
Oh,
no,
I
wrong
took
game.
him out. I took him out already.
What?
Look at that. I broke him instantly
Wow.
and down to 41%.
Wow.
I think we buffed really well. I think we have really, really set us up.
Can we
I
just
appreciate
check?
that.
Can we give me all the credit for telling him to hit it hard? Because I'm pretty sure that was like the critical.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I
He's
agree.
including you in the we.
No, it's me.
Not half credit, all credit.
Exactly.
Step up, let's see ya.
Take your position.
Okay,
He's
okay.
all dead.
Well,
Wow.
stage one. Stage one.
Oh, there's 37 stages, just so you know, Sarah.
Okay, here we go. Stage two.
Stages.
On yourself.
We'll be here till tomorrow.
Oh, and the backup came. Okay.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay, next part.
Eternal.
Oh, damage boost. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What is going on? They're just doing stuff.
Oh, that did nothing.
Oh, that really did do nothing.
Oh no.
Wow.
I think it's setting us up for false hope.
Indulge yourselves!
Okay, that did a lot.
That was 185, yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Fighting a chip.
Okay, luckily the hits, like I said, I feel like the unified pool is doing pretty good.
I agree. Your decision there was.
And again, I get all the credit for that one.
Can't say that I get it. So I mean, you definitely were like, no, pick the gold one.
I think I said the
Here we
orange
go.
one. The orange is better.
Ooh. Ooh, we took him down to 30%. I think we're gonna get the final stage.
So far, this is looking good. Sarah, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Can somebody go to Sarah's house just make sure she's okay?
I'm okay.
Oh,
Is Sarah
look, we
even
got a
there?
barrier.
Just kidding. I
Get
can
him,
hear you.
get
Sarah.
him.
Oh,
Final
what
stage?
the hell? What is
Final
happening?
phase.
Final phase!
Oh my god! I didn't
Final
know.
phase!
Those arrows are coming in.
Dude, 570. He's already have. I can't tell. It's it.
Oh!
Bear witness.
I think it's happening. I think you're gonna get your cake.
No, 100 cases.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Oh, it's here. It's here. We're doing it.
It's coming.
It's it.
Here
We're
it
gonna launch
comes.
this in slow mo. It's gonna happen.
Come on.
Live to fight. Fight humans!
Woo!
Battle
Everything
over.
is hard won.
It
What?
has
We
happened.
did it.
Yay!
Everybody who's here gets a free Hyte case. Wait.
Oh! That marketing budget went 5.
No, but that means Mod Workshop gets a hype.
Woo!
So
Yeah,
that
Mod
is-
Workshop
Good
gets a Hyte case.
job.
Congratulations, dude. We did something you've never done before,
Yeah, that's nuts.
which is awesome. Dude, that's
Amazing, King.
crazy.
That
That's
just
nuts.
ends on one of the best possible notes, and it has been so great to have you today and talking about all the amazing things you guys are doing. And just a reminder, where can you be found for free hugs?
Uh, you mean like physically, digitally? You know,
I was trying to tee up that
I'm
you're
sharing.
going
I'm
to be
sharing an AirTag
We will
location.
be
So
at
if you just want to
Anime
find
Expo.
him and just go find him.
We will be at
Tag.
Anime Expo July 4 through 7 in the iBuyPower booth, Entertainment Hall, E40 and E45. We will be there with Star Rail. We'll be doing this again, probably, with better choices, probably. And then we'll be doing stuff with Intel. You'll be seeing the new case in a fully built system. It's a preview of what's to come. Yeah, we'll be there that whole weekend. Last but not least, it is our chance to celebrate iBuyPower's 25th anniversary. So that is our grand show. And I don't know if I've said that yet, but there's part of the reason why we're celebrating this hard at Anime Expo. It is our 25th anniversary year, so you'll be seeing a lot of crazy stuff from us. And yeah, I'm still kind of lowering myself from this high, but yeah, we love the fact that you guys are here. Thank you so much for the support. Alex, Robey, Sarah, you guys are awesome.
That's awesome.
No, man,
and
awesome.
You're very welcome. We love that we got to be a part of a moment. It's almost like when you literally just did what we did when we dropped that boss in Elden Ring. So that was cool to see you accomplish something like that. Thank you so much for donating a Milky case for the mod workshop in the future, which is huge, and we'll have more information about that coming up. But speaking of coming up, guys, Intel Mod Workshop, the next time you can join us, this is coming up July 2nd from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Join us over at twitch.tv/Intel. We are partnering with Corsair and MSI, building a blackout performance build. We'll be building it, showing benchmarks, all that sort of stuff inside of the Corsair 7000D, and showing off those RS120 Max fans from Corsair, all on the 14900K. And also, please give well wishes to both Sarah and Alex, who are taking a little bit of vacation time, getting some sun over the next couple of days. There is no Intel Live next week. We are on break. So you have Mod Workshop, and then we are off for July 4th. If you're in the United States, happy July 4th. If you're in rest of the world, happy Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever day it is. But thank you so much for joining us. Alex, any last words before you go out and enjoy the sunshine?
No, this is awesome. Great to see you guys. Thank you, King, for being here. And awesome. Congratulations on defeating that boss. And I can't wait to see you guys in a couple weeks.
And what about you, Sarah? Any well wishes or final words before we say goodbye?
Obviously, happy Friday. Great weekend to everybody. And we are going to be back with another awesome show on the 12th. So short break, but we're going to be back with even more.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, guys. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining us for this extended King Surprise Special Edition Honkai Star Rail. Huge shout out to Honkai Star Rail for joining us. And if you don't forget, if you want to get that hot bomber jacket, you want to go get this amazing kit that King basically did, was part of designing, the whole team at iBuyPower and Hyte and everything. Make sure that you go and get it. It is limited. That's the thing to just be aware of. Anyway, guys, that is it for us. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
No, we gotta close it like we opened it.